Association. As we've seen, the opportunity to play sports can be taken away by the spread of COVID-19. We ask that everyone in attendance please wear a mask, use proper hygiene, and keep yourself and your family 6 feet apart from other families. Our ability to follow these guidelines goes a long way in determining how much of our season we still have left. Thank you for your cooperation.
That just kind of rotates when you have the two. This? Yeah. Well, like when I switch. I'll switch to it takes a few seconds because it's the internet. It has to go out to YouTube. It'll change. Oh, okay. So I can switch between 3 cameras. So this will count the seconds. Probably right now we're probably about 20 seconds. Maybe even it could be as much as a minute before it actually switches. You got to remember they don't know. They're watching that stream. They're not watching what we're doing here. Right. This is live. Now you see it switch. Now then we're going to go to the next one. But anyway, so everything is in sync here, which is the actual broadcast. Okay. That's what YouTube is watching. Okay.
Are we ready?
Oh wow, we got Smarties.
Yeah. I'm right up for everybody.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, since you boys are missing trick or treat, right there.
Oh man, thank you. Good. I'm a little disappointed. There's no black licorice in the candy bin there. Thanks. We got it.
EJ, you want to?
My kids are free. They're alive.
EJ, you want to?
Oh, no black licorice?
No black licorice.
You do camera tonight?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
And that's Cameron and Baby. That's our middle school.
Yeah.
Cameron, yeah, I met you a couple weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
If you want to talk to me about anything, whatever,
All right, let's talk it out. Get online. What's same sponsors. I've got new sheets over there. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
We got Waverly stats or anything like that?
Nothing. They don't. Their conference doesn't have any information at all.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's disappointing.
That's it. If it's one a little hot or whatever.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There's 10 minutes left before it's football time here at Frank Irelan Field, Clinton-Massie High School. With me over the last few weeks and tonight as well is EJ Lamb. Say hi to the people, EJ.
Hey, everybody. Good to hear you out there, see you out there in football land.
It's about time for some football. They've been waiting for it all week. There's some exciting, information we're going to share with you here because these two teams, it should be a slugfest all night. It's one of those who has the ball last is probably going to win sort of things.
Yeah, definitely could be that. We got two high-powered offense, a high-powered running game, and a high-powered passing game. So it's going to be very interesting, very fun night. I don't think it'll be for Massie like usual. I think we're going to have a challenge ahead of us tonight with this Waverly offense.
Yeah, absolutely not one of those games where you're going to see 35-0 at the end of the first quarter. Waverly Tigers are a formidable opponent with an 8-0 record right now. They have had one extra game compared to Massie. Massie got the bye the first week they played, and an 8-0 record is nothing to scoff at all. Plus, two of those wins are over some pretty strong, powerful teams. Many of them are, but two in particular that stick out. I was able to watch them film. The first one is Wheelersburg. Wheelersburg is a D5 champion just a couple years ago.
7-1, right?
Yeah, excellent. So the only loss is to Waverly. And usually right at the top, if not on the top of that Southern Ohio Conference. There's two versions of Southern Ohio Conference. They're in the number 2 version there. And they was able to clip them this year, 36-35. And then they took on McNick last week and was able to beat McNick to move on to the playoffs to face the Clinton-Massie Falcons here this evening.
Yeah, and that was an impressive game last week to beat McNick like they did, and not just beat them, but beat them by over 20 points. So they're coming here rolling hot. As you alluded to earlier, they've not lost a game, correct?
They have not.
Not lost a game, so we have a battle of the unbeatens, and just like we did last week. And so I heard a lot about the Waverly offense, heard a lot about their passing game, and it will be a good matchup, seeing that Massie has a couple DBs that are banged up. Van Hoos is back tonight playing with a brace on, but he's banged up, so it's going to be a challenge for the Falcons tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like you said, contrasting style. So it's a high-powered, high-throw offense for Waverly. You know, you'll see lots of plays. I saw them one time where they drove the field in 1 minute and 48 seconds,
Wow.
and it wasn't because of penalties. It was because of just kind of dinking and dunking it down the field. A lot of RPOs, a lot of run-pass options. So, I mean, they're not only high-powered but a complicated offense. Although maybe, you know, once you break down the tendencies, you can see a few things, as the coaches have mentioned this week. But it should be exciting and interesting to see these two contrasting styles. McSorley used a term earlier this week when I was able to speak to him. We're going to have to win ugly. Win ugly means hold the ball, keep the ball out of the high-powered offense's hands of Waverly, and just grind it out this week.
And that's the Massie way. And the deeper they get into the playoffs, the more you see them win that way. They'll hold the ball. They will march downfield. They will eat up clock. I'm talking 4, 5, 6 minute drives here. Take the ball out of the hands of a high-powered offense. And we've seen them do this over and over and over against the Kentons and different teams in previous playoffs here. So that is the method to their madness, is take the ball. They don't care if it's 4 or 5 yards a game. I know it frustrates the fans when we used to watch, like, hold on. But McSorley is happy to just chomp and take 4 or 5 yards a time, take a 5, 6 minute drive, and keep a high-powered offense out of rhythm, keep them off the field.
It'll be interesting to see if the offensive line is able to take over this game. I think that's what McSorley wants. He wants to get those 3 to 5 yards every time, and if he can get it, he's just going to be happy with that.
Yeah.
We know, as we talked the last couple of weeks, it's going to start in with the fullback for them, and then the option look, and then passing if needed. With Waverly, it's going to start in with their senior quarterback and captain, Hayden Shanks. So Hayden Shanks is a 6'3 senior, listed at 190 pounds. Very elusive when he runs, too. So don't think he just has an arm. He has an arm with moves when he's in the open field.
Yeah, he's the complete package, can just throw the ball around and can run with the ball, get that offense into different weapons on this Waverly team. And a 3-year starter, so he's got the brains to do it. He's got the experience to do it. And he has the touchdown record for Waverly and the passing yardage record. So this kid can whip the ball around. So it's definitely a tale of two completely different offenses here. So it's going to be fun to watch these collide. And Massie usually can play well, but they're going to have their hands full tonight.
Yeah, and they can get beat with the pass easily. I'm not questioning that, but I am concerned about him getting out into space and being able to run. I think that may be the X factor. If the coaches from Massey have schemed properly and can shut down the pass or make him one-dimensional, him in the open field could be problematic for Massey as well, because you don't know if they're able to spy with maybe 6 a dime package that's in the defensive backfield. So a lot of different looks you're going to see probably on both sides of the defense. I know that Waverly, when I was able to talk to a kind of a coach liaison to the media for them, they said, Coach Crabtree, which is their head coach over there, has said from, the start of the week, stop the run. It all comes down when you're playing Massey to stop the run.
Yeah, I think so. And I think a big part of that offense tonight is going to be Colton Trampler. Just as he was last week. I didn't see the final stats, but easily over 100 yards last week.
196.
Oh, 200, almost 200 yards. And I think Colton is going to carry us because, as we've seen, Van Hoos has been banged up a bit the past few weeks. Hopefully he's got a little rest in him and good to go. But I think it's going to be on the offensive line, the defensive line, and Colton Trampler tonight to get this game. And no doubt everybody's going to give a good team effort, but I think that offensive line, control the tempo is huge.
Yeah, Waverly also has a running game with Peyton Harris and Jackson Poe. Kind of gave him a little thunder and lightning where Harris has a little more size and a little more straight ahead and run you over, kind of Poe, maybe that slasher type guy. So definitely a nice combo there in the backfield, and they're going to let them run. If they can get yardage on the grass, they'll do it. That's fine with them. Their bread and butter, of course, is the air, and they've got, I kind of joked with that coach liaison that, can you tell me who your wide receivers are? Tell me who those big hitters are. And he said, yeah, we got a lot. I said, yeah, somehow you find a way to get 17 of them on the field at the same time. Wow. It seems like, it just seems like there's always receivers everywhere, and the fact that there's different receivers everywhere. So you're going to hear names like Mark Stoley and Zeke Brown, Wyatt Crabtree, Penn Morrison, and Phoenix Wolf, amongst many others that probably are going to be noted as well. Kind of in that top tier, though, you're going to see Phoenix Wolf, who's also a kick returner.
Phoenix Wolf, heard that name.
Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. So, kick return, punt returner, holder. You're going to see Wyatt Crabtree not only, catch some passes, but be a defensive leader. Leads the team in tackles as a sophomore, and that is, I believe, the coach's son. There's also another captain there that's a receiver and a big guy on defense. That's Zeke Brown. So you'll see him on both the offense and defensive side as Waverly takes the field here for this playoff opportunity that they're excited about.
They are excited.
Yeah, they're definitely excited.
And notice probably the biggest fan support this far in the playoffs for their fans tonight.
Yeah, we just remind them that they need to social distance over there. It looks a little tight. So the COVID
public service announcement there, folks.
The COVID observer. If you are on our broadcast and somebody over the Waverly sideline, can you tell them to spread out just a little bit? Yeah, there's space to spread out. So. Clinton-Massie about to take the field here in just a moment.
Matt, you have to notice the sign of Clinton-Massie has candy corn in it 2 times.
So that's a little.
They didn't get the memo last night.
Little slight on us, I think.
We like candy corn.
Yeah, it's trick or treat, smell our cleats. Falcon Pride can't be beat is what you'll see on the sign there as Clinton-Massie gets ready to come forward. And as I talked to that coach earlier today, he said that it is, Waverly sees it as a privilege to be out here and facing a Division IV powerhouse, which is Clinton-Massie. So they're excited to be here. An interesting note, their coach, Coach Crabtree, actually is from Waverly. He's a hometown boy, so a lot of respect for him to come back home and turn this Waverly program around. His kind of claim to fame is that his senior year they went to the regional finals and they defeated a very strong Cape High School team out of Southwest Ohio. Now, anybody that knows high school football knows Cape.
They were beasts back in the day.
In 1988, right when they're in just the heat of the moment there for Cape, Coach Crabtree was actually able to knock them off his senior year. So something he has said to that team that I'm sure is going to be prevalent tonight is that satisfaction is the death of desire. So they're never satisfied.
He's a motivator.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got to watch a film. It was called Homegrown, and it was interesting to hear him talk, and I got to see one other message from this year to hear him talk. I mean, he is definitely similar to McSorley in that he's a high motivation guy. He's a kind of a bit of a yeller, bit of a screamer, but I say that in a good way, an exciting kind of guy that wants his team to follow in his excitement. So we're going to have kickoff here in just a minute and 18 seconds as we bring you just a little more information for the Waverly Tigers. So Waverly Tigers again coming in with an 8-0 record. They're in that Southern Ohio Conference. It looks like Massie is going to receive the ball. Waverly brings their kickoff team onto the field. Speaking of their kicker, Flanders is going to be their kicker. So their kicker is Flanders. He's left-footed, and it's kind of neat. He is known as the drop kick master.
Oh, wow. I'd like to see that tonight.
The drop kick master. Yeah, a few extra points this year have been done that way, and he actually was tweeted by Pat McAfee. They gave him a shout-out.
Hey,
yeah,
that's
so
a big shout-out.
they were excited about that for him. So,
yeah. Looks like we got Blake Irelan back. How's he feeling? Anybody?
And Carter Uten. Yeah, Blake actually was able to get back right on the horse the next day and was able to go to work, and I think he should be nearly 100%, if not 100%. So Carter Uten's in your return post. You've got Blake Irelan in the return post as well, so they're getting ready for this kickoff coming from the left-footed kicker, Flanders. Those that haven't been able to join us, if you're already online, tell a friend. We're at campusnation.com. Nice kick. It's going to be straight to Carter Uten. He's at the 15, at the 20. Finds a seam.
Nice, baby.
He's able to turn and twist and get down to the 38-yard line.
We'll take it.
Yeah,
nice run,
return.
Carter. Way to follow your blockers up the middle, kind of twist and turn there and get some good field position to start. Now let's see what we do here. Chop, take some clock up and just march this ball down.
So as you said, Carson Van Hoos is on the field for this first offensive series.
Yeah, what's an injury update?
He was able to get to the doctor a couple times this week. He is going to play with a brace today. So we'll see right away if he's going to be slow by a step or not, or if he's going to be ready to play right away. So quick shift in the offensive line, overload right with a full house or with a backfield. Goes to Carson Van Hoos.
Yeah, he gets follows his blocker up the middle. He looks quick. Maybe not 100, but, I mean, even Carson at 90% is very, very fast.
Yeah, you're going to see the offensive coordinator and I were able to speak this week, and he said, he's got a few wrinkles that he's put in for the week like you would expect a good coach to do, and he definitely is a good coach. So Blake Irelan, Carter Uten both coming onto the field right now.
And to see our line get a good 7-yard push, that was a great push by the offensive line. That's a good sign.
It's going to be 2nd and 3. We're almost in midfield, right about the 47-yard line. Ball's going to be hiked motion by Blake Irelan. The ball goes to Colton Trampler. He's going to have a first down run that's past the 50-yard line, 48 the other way. So Waverly Tigers are set up in a very similar defense to Clinton-Massie. Actually, when I saw them on film and talked to some of their coaches, some of their schemes are the same, but they're going to set in that base defense very similar to Clinton-Massie.
And we'll say this, they probably haven't found an offensive team yet like Massie of their caliber. So to face them and to face this offensive line, it's a real test for them as far as defense-wise.
One of the leaders on defense you'll hear us call is Spencer Pollard. He's actually the starting center on the other side, a 3-year starter and a defensive captain as well. So Clinton-Massie, Blake Irelan goes into motion. He goes out into the slot. That time it goes to
nice fake.
Yeah, fakes. He pulls it. Cody Zantini with one move, two move. He breaks into the open field. It's going to be a foot race. Number 6 could beat him. He brings him down at the 5-yard line, but that's going to be a 35, almost 40-yard run on first down from midfield. So,
Cody the Great, baby.
Yeah, Zantini the Great does it again with the pull.
He pulls it out. Sorry, I used the wrong word.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm off tonight.
No, you're okay.
I'm not in my. Yeah. But notice they bid on that early, and usually they waited to a few plays last week. This week he pulls it out and he's got the open field.
What's funny is somebody kind of snuck up to me through the week and said, "Hey, I just want to let you know they used to call his dad the Great Zantini over at East Clinton." So we might give a little homage to him as a little bit as well. So Dawson Conley into the game as well. Looks like they're going to set up here at the 6-yard line. So a great run by Cody Zantini, as you said, set up with the option. He pulls it from the fullback and runs it himself. This time to Carson Van Hoos, who's met, but he drives forward. Absolutely.
That defender over for a gain of a couple yards.
Plows back pretty quick. So Carson Van Hoos seems like, I will say during the week, a couple conversations that happened as well with the coach. Carson was kind of chomping at the bit with practice this week because, he likes to make sure he's there for his teammate. He hated that he went out of the game this time. Owen Trick coming into the game, a sophomore, but a nice-sized young man that's going to probably pull a double tight look here in just a moment. But Carson was kind of chomping at the bit, saying, I want back on the field, and I want you to give me some touches. I'm ready to go.
Owen Trick in. Is it a trick or treat?
Yeah, is it trick or treat tonight?
I'm feeling better now. Rolling.
Okay, now you're on pace. Now double tight with that wishbone backfield. Let's go Carson Van Hoos again.
Does he get in?
They're going to call him. They're going to call him down, and it's going to be it's going to be about the 1 foot line. This is going to be 3rd and goal at the 1 foot line. as the fans of Clinton-Massie rise to their feet to try to get
Here it is, folks.
Score on the first series.
This is playoff football.
Cody Zantini is going to come and get the play. We're going to get it from Donald Brewer quickly, and then back to the huddle. Watch the time here. We'll watch the ref, the back judge's hand, and make sure that we have enough time to get this play off. You don't want to go back right now when you're on the 1 foot line. So another, Zantini this time.
He's in.
He's in for a touchdown. So great opening drive by Clinton-Massie. We'll get the point after attempt here in just a second with 8:39 left in the first quarter. So honestly, nothing fancy, nothing different.
Yeah.
A couple fullback runs, a pull of the fullback, and the quarterback takes off for a nearly 40-yard run, and then he sneaks it in just like he snuck it in a few times last week.
Yeah, I think they're saying let's do what we do and see if you can stop us,
right.
And let's just see where we're at. And Massie does what they historically do is march it down. And hard-nosed football, now it's going to be 6-0, hopefully 7-0 here in a moment.
And I don't think that Waverly thought for a half second they were shutting us out. So this is nothing to them. They're kind of shaking it off. They know that the run
they're just
is
ready
the
to get on.
Yeah.
And they know we've been in a
score.
few of these games where it became, a marathon back and forth. It was a high-test game. So they may get out here and sling the ball around, and we'll see if our DBs are ready for the challenge.
Yeah, it's going to start with a nice kickoff coverage. So they've got a couple guys in that offensive backfield that will return kicks for them. One of those guys is Mark Stully. Another one is going to be that Phoenix Wolf gentleman we talked about earlier. And both of them could take it to the house with one crease. Either one of them, it doesn't matter who it is who gets the ball.
Well, they tell me it's Halloween and the Wolves are out. So Phoenix Wolf.
Gotcha. It's a dark night, I'll tell you that. So the Wolves are out. We'll see if they let him loose. Looks like
but I've heard that name coming into this game and heard the different name of some of these playmakers and got some connections to Waverly. My sister-in-law's from the wonderful town of Waverly, makes the best chicken and dumplings in the world.
There you go. Yeah, Waverly, situated kind of between Chillicothe and Portsmouth. I talked to many of their fans that came over, a couple coaches, their principals here.
Yeah, good support.
Great support and very nice people. And they said it was a nice, easy drive. Trevor McGinnis with the kick. It's going to land at about the 10-yard line. It's pulled in by Stully. Stully's going to find that crease that we talked about earlier. He spun down at the 27. He's met with a hard hit, but he gets –
Clutter gets a hit on him, number 4. Is that big play, Gabe?
Yeah, that's a 17-yard gain right there. So you get almost 2 first downs to start off. That's a nice kick return by them. And we're about to see the show.
I'm excited to see this.
It's impressive. Like I said,
they've not lost a game doing it.
Quarterback gets the ball out of his hands extremely fast. He has the pre-snap read. He knows what he's doing before he even gets the snap.
Yeah, smart kid.
It's going to be impressive. So trips left, tied into their right. The ball snapped, and it's going to be a run on the first play. He's able to get a good 5 yards there. Nice run.
Nice blocking by the offensive line. Hits our linebackers, drives them back a yard or two, and so. They may say, hey, we'll establish a run here, maybe set something up.
Number 7 is Jackson Poe on that run, successful 5-yard run on the first down. They're starting offensive line, all 2- and 3-year starters. These guys know what they're doing, and they're able to get a push. A pass protection is good. A sling by Shanks, and he's able to get that. They're going to call that off. It hits the ground, so it's not going to be a first down for them. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 5. So nice pass, just a little bit low. It kind of trapped it. A quick call by the referee, felt confident that he had trapped that underneath. So they're going to have 3rd and 5 from the 33-yard line. So setting up in looks like a 3-by-1 look. They always keep one guy kind of close to the line or that kind of slot position.
Yeah.
23 goes in motion. The snap, the handoff.
Wow.
And he's able to get
close to the – looks like they're going to get him.
They're going to get him. They're going to get the first down there. So they're going to move that ball forward. So first down run on 3rd down. Nice job.
So 2 running plays out of 3.
Yes.
And they may say, hey, we're going to just match you at your own game here and run the ball.
Yeah, I think it was important for them to establish the run right away. You don't want Massie to just be able to tee off and rush all the time. So right back to the line of scrimmage, a 2-by-2 set with a slot man, one single running back. He gets it again. This time it's pulled, an RPO option, and he's off to the races. Number 6 is going to be Will Fulthy, and he scores, easily. So
let me tell you something. When they came to the line, you can tell this team knows what they're doing. This team just looks professional. They come out, they know where they're at, and, man, he just pulled the trigger on that, and beautiful pass.
Yeah, we apologize for names here. We'll say Futhi. How about Futhi? We'll
good.
go with that for now. So, yeah, Will Futhi,
wow,
you
nice
know, just
play.
wide open.
Nice pass.
They saw Carter Uten kind of suck in on that potential run.
That was a next-level pass, too.
Yeah, nice job. So, I mean, not to be outdone.
Here
they
we
scored.
go.
Yeah, they scored just as quick, or if not quicker, 7:39 left on your clock, and that left-footed kicker, Flanders, puts it through. So it's going to be a 7-7 ball game at the end of one series apiece. So, like we said,
we're going to have fun tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a show.
And you know what I think? I think any of these teams that win tonight has a chance to advance deeper. I think you're looking at two really good teams.
Yeah.
Undefeated, haven't lost. And we got our hands full tonight, folks.
Yeah, absolutely. The other side of the bracket is going to show Wyoming versus Valley View, which should be a fantastic game. Wyoming coming off a state championship just a couple years ago and a dominating performance that year with the gentleman Prater that went down to UC as a
Evan
quarterback.
Prater.
Yeah, and then Valley View just doing what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, doing
and
a
they
great
got
job.
us last year.
Yep, and they were even a little bit young last year, so they've got some juniors and seniors this year that have experience winning. One on this field, which is hard for people to do. So respect to Valley View and Wyoming. I'm sure that's going to be a good game as well. So make sure there's no triggeration here coming off of the kick. We'll see 25. Flanders has already teed it up. Left foot, he's going to come across and see if he sends this one. The hands are ready up front, and he does kick it away. This time it's going to go to Blake Irelan. He accepts that ball and makes one person miss, twists again. He's going to go down at the 27-yard line. So a similar return, similar kick, and looks like we're mimicking each other here in this first quick scores.
I think you're going to see over 80 points in this game. You're
yeah.
probably going to see over 80 points in this game. The defense is both. Of course, ours is banged up just a bit with injuries and like we said earlier, Van Hoos playing with a brace on. But, I mean, we can match them, and I think that's what we're going to have to do. Now it's good time for a good 5-minute drive here.
Yeah. Yeah, that would the best defense is a good offense in this case. You want to keep their playmakers off the field. And those playmakers, as we said before, number 13, Hayden Shanks, that was Futhi. William Futhi, I believe, is the gentleman that caught that pass. Will Futhi, yeah. So they actually have a few guys going both ways like Massey does, double slot look. Carson Van Hoos with the pitch outside. Got a lot of green to go. Cuts it up once, and he's going to get a good probably 7 yards on that first run. So that was the toss to the right. Looked like he was feeling good, and Joe Boffman got out there to give him a little lead block. Yeah,
and our offensive line looked good. And as I said, I think the key is going to be to this game is our offensive line and defensive line. However, I noticed you don't have a lot of time to penetrate their quarterback. He got the ball out of his hands quickly.
Very quick. And
so,
he had good protection, too. I mean, he didn't need it in
that
particular
couple
play.
Seconds, yeah.
Right. But he had good protection. So Carter Uten and Caden Clutter coming into the game.
You might say this is going to be a game of who makes a play on defense. We know offenses are going to score. Who's going to be the defender that comes up, the linebacker, cornerback that makes a big play?
And like we said all the time, turnovers are going to be the game as well. So the fullback, he's taken down immediately. That's Colton Trampler. So second down, he only gets about a yard, falls forward. So it's going to be third and about 2. It's always falling forward.
Yeah, and we've already faced quite a few third downs early in this game that we're not just getting 5-6 a chunk. So offensive line's going to have to get a good push on this third down.
Blake Irelan and Blake Irelan comes in. Donald Brewer comes in into the offensive backfield. Blake Ireland's going to be your slot right. Carson Van Hoos your slot left. Colton Trampler is going to be your fullback. They have 5 on the line. Blake Ireland gets the ball.
Go,
Colton Trampler,
push, baby.
Nope, he's going to get stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, he's actually going to lose a yard there. And I think at this point,
they looked ready for that one.
Yeah, they kind of saw that one coming. They immediately went towards Trampler. So that's probably a sucker series, something set up. So you just said it might come down to defense.
First one to break serve.
That's right. Defense was the name of the game for Waverly there. So going back into the punt return position is number 23. That's the Phoenix Wolf. He's going to be your punt returner.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
You're going to take a few lumps for that one, I believe. As soon as we make these lines come open here. So Trevor McGinnis is going to get set up for the punt. Personal protector looks like Keegan Lamb there. Good snap.
Ooh,
good kick almost, but it's going to go out of bounds immediately. So not a lot of yardage on that one. That's going to go out of bounds probably about the 40-yard line. So about maybe a 25, 30-yard kick or so. So it's for Waverly, that's a short field if you only have to make them go 60 yards.
Yeah, definitely an impressive first drive, and they're going to come out here and try to match that. And, I mean, as they come and approach the line, they just look like they know what they're doing. And they've done this many a time.
Yeah, it's also going to come down to scheming. I think this game is going to be won by the players, but the position that the players are put in is definitely done by the coaches. So it's going to be trips right with the tight end. Shanks comes back, lets it fly. He gets the ball, but it goes out of bounds. That was attempt was to number 9, Penn Morrison. So just shaking that one off as a throw that went out of bounds, just out of the hands of Morrison there. So Clinton-Massie forces a 2nd down and 10 with about looks like a 53-yard field to the end zone. They'll set up this time. They're going to put their slot man on the left. It's going to be a 2-by-2 look with the running back going into motion. He'll look for the bubble pass. They're going to drop it off to number 9. But that's a sidearm throw. Yeah, sidearm throw. He tried to catch him with a drag across this time. I think Caden Clutter actually was spying him and went back with him.
Now we've got them pinned deep at 3rd and 10. We need to capitalize on that, make a play here, and get the ball back and try to break their serve.
So Waverly will set up here. They're going to actually consider them. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how they lost yardage. It was a pass play. So they're set up now, again, with a 3-by-1 look, the tight end to the left. Shanks steps back, 3 yards, throws it.
He's got it,
nice
folks.
Catch, the 1st down to Morrison.
He's got an arm.
Yeah, it's going to be right on the 1st down marker line, and that's going to be a 1st down and moving the chains at the 42-yard line. They'll set up. They're immediately going to go back to the line of scrimmage. Their idea is play after play after play after play. They want to do this as quick as
no
possible.
huddle offense.
Yeah, they're going to be ready to go.
It's fun to watch.
Clinton-Massie gets set up. Looks like they've got at least the 4, maybe 5 defensive backfield. This time the running back goes out and has a successful run there of about 10 yards. Nope, 8 yards. So they're going to call that.
Look how quickly they're back.
Back
these
on the
guys,
line. Absolutely.
These guys know what they're doing.
I think on run plays, it's an automatic setup in the last formation. They just get it going, especially if it was a successful run play. So they're passing this time. He rolls out to the left. Easy pitch and catch to 23, but brought down on the play. That was a nice play by Blake Irelan.
Sized him up,
yes,
got him in his crosshairs, and took him down.
Yeah, it is going to be a 1st down for them, but was able to stop him from capitalizing on that catch.
Nice open field tackle there by Blake.
So Clinton-Massie getting pushed back just a little bit here in the air. Let's see if the defensive line can create some pressure here. Seems like he's got a while to throw, and they're doing a smart thing by rolling him out as well. So the give is to the running back. He's gang tackled and brought back to the line of scrimmage quickly. So it's going to be probably 2nd down and 8 to go.
You wonder if our defense can adapt the mentality of bend but don't break. Yeah, they're going to get their yards. They're going to get their big chunk plays, but lock down and let's get them to either punt here or maybe, get the ball over on downs.
Yeah, the snap, the read, he pulls it. He throws sidearm this time to number 9. That's Penn Morrison.
They were looking for a call from Waverly, but that was really good coverage there.
Yeah, Blake Ireland put his hand out and snapped the ball down right before it got to Morrison's hands.
He may or may not have grabbed the back of his jersey.
Yeah, might have been a little bit extra hands on that one. Yeah, so Clinton-Massie will set up now with a 3rd and 8. The Waverly Tigers will be in looks like a slot on the right, tight end to the left, a receiver to the left that's going to go in motion behind the quarterback. That's Wolf. He'll look for the bubble. He's wide open. They're going to sling it to him. He's got blockers in front of him. Makes one man miss down to the ground. He goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a 1st down on that 3rd down run, 3rd down play, which gives them another set of downs. And they're immediately back to the line, ready to go. Big eruption from their crowd. They expect them to just drive down the field every time. They've seen it all year long.
Time for big Colton Trampler to make a play right here.
So this time a run, the give. Creases through the first line of defense, but he's brought down pretty quickly. It's going to be a 4-yard run on 1st down. So immediately he'll be back to the line again. I think
look at our defenders; they don't have time.
Yeah, as soon as they get the ball set, they're getting back on the line. They know what's coming. The quarterback calls the play from the line.
We're kind of scrambling to get our bearings set and get set.
Guys in and out. Yep. This time a timeout's going to go to Clinton-Massie. So they're taking just a minute.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like personnel was an issue. It looked like the concern was just that we're dropping back so quick and getting so many yards put on them. So I think nobody is surprised on the Clinton-Massie coaching staff or on the sidelines that they're going to throw the ball. They're going to be successful throwing the ball. They're going to get their points. They're going to get their time in the air. But at some point, you got to stop them. You got to bend, and like you said, but don't break.
Yeah, heads off to the coach of Waverly. You can definitely tell this team came ready. They're at the line. They know what they're doing. They execute the game plan really, really good. And as I watch them, I realize that we're going to have our hands full tonight.
Yeah, wondering if that first defensive drive for them was maybe just a little bit of jitters. You know, they are a successful team and has had some recent success, but Clinton-Massie's been to the playoffs over and over again, been to regional finals over and over again, which would be next week for either team. So I think Waverly's just, growing as they're growing here. They probably got that first one out of the way, and now they're ready to roll. So it looks like a replay was given to the running back that time. That's 7. That's Jackson Poe again. He's brought down. It's going to be a 3rd down, and they're still going to need a good, strong 4 yards for a first down. Immediately back to the line
Yeah, good
of
stop
scrimmage.
there. Good stop by our defensive line. Who made that tackle there? Did you see that by chance?
No, that's probably I'll give that one to either Colton Doyle or Brody Muter.
Good stop. Good stop, D-line. 3rd and about 4 here.
Set up, slot left. He fakes that. It's a run-pass option. He flips it.
Nice
He
tackle.
brings him down, though. That's Keegan Lamb, I believe, is able to bring him
Good.
down. That is going to be a 4th down, and it looks like they're going to be a little bit short of the first down marker by about 2 yards, maybe a yard.
Now they've got a decision to make. Go for it. Kick a field goal. Looks like
They're definitely going to go for it. Yeah,
Let's go. Let's get a stop here,
I like
guys.
the Riverboat Gambler and Coach Crabtree says we're going for it. We didn't come this far to play it safe. So the snap goes to Shanks. He eyes the field. He's going to go back to a single receiver side, and it's blocked down.
Who got that big hand up there?
Yeah, we'll try to. It looks like maybe I'm seeing is that 54?
I'm
Would
thinking
that
it
be
is.
Joe Boff?
He's popped up. I
Yeah.
think someone got their hand up and made a big play there.
Yeah, 54 would be. Of course, he's on the other sheet. Yeah, that's Joe Boffman. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Joe Boffman's pretty tall, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a tall kid, but
Got
he's
his
able to
hands
knock
up
that
there.
down.
Nice play.
That's going to be a turnover on down. So that is the bend but don't break mentality.
Yeah,
a
that's
great
it.
job by Clinton-Massie there. Now they get their offense back on the
Let's
field.
go here, guys.
Yeah. So Clinton-Massie sets up with, let's see, on the, looks like the 15-yard line. We're going to go right to left on your TV screen with Donald Brewer on your far left. Cody Zantini goes under center with the wishbone backfield. A little crossbuck action quickly to Carson Van Hoos. He's able to get just a couple yards on that first play.
The difference between this week and last week, up the middle, we were getting 6, 7, 8 yard chunks. This week we're not. We're getting maybe 3, 4 yards. I mean, a nice little run there, but we're not getting the big ones yet.
Yeah, their defense, Ty Evans is up the middle there on that defensive line doing a good job for the Waverly Tigers. So we're going to –
they got good size on defense and offensive line, don't they?
Yeah, and most of those guys are elite fitness guys. They use a fitness system similar to our strength lab, so they're definitely weightlifters and strong, I'm sure. This time the short pitch goes to Carson Van Hoos. He's able to break 2 tackles, 3 tackles. He goes out of bounds with a first down run
play
at the 32-yard line.
He looks good. He looks good tonight.
So Clinton-Massie sets up now at the 32, again on the right hash and right to left. And, you know, Tigers understand that we're going to give up some yards on the ground. We're just going to do the bend but don't break thing as well.
Yeah, and I think that's it because we have the potential with our speed to break one of those off around the end there. And, they may take, hey, we'll give you 10 or 15. We just can't give you the big play.
We just don't want to give you anything deep, and we don't get anything too long. So Blake Irelan trots on the field just on the last minute here. He gets the play from Donald Brewer, so it's going to be slot left with a I backfield. They're going to shift. The overload goes to the left, and Waverly also goes and gets the veer look goes to Colton Trampler, just barely gets that hand
number
off.
2. Kudos to number 2 there on Waverly. Got his shoestrings and just held on.
Zeke Brown
there, nice tackle, and he dragged him down, but Colton still got 7, 8 yards there. But nice tackle to stop a very big play by Colton.
Yeah, that's a little bit different look. That's the veer look, which extends that ball out just a little bit further than the option look does. So that's to Colton Trampler. A successful run on first down is going to give it second with just 2 yards to go for another first down. Setting up at the 39-yard line, Clinton-Massie in their double slot with the fullback behind him is Colton Trampler. Carter Uten is your receiver to the right. Motion for
little bobble
Trampler.
the ball.
Yep,
he
little
got
ball.
it.
Little bobble. The ball immediately is recovered by Cody Zantini. He gets on the ball and then brings himself back up for a 3rd down and 2.
But it looks like we lost a yard, and now we got 3rd and 2, or maybe half yard there. But
yeah, we've talked about it every week, and every announcer that ever has done a football game talks about it. It's the turnover battle is going to win you a game. I mean, we can't give the ball, and they don't want to give the ball to us either. They don't throw a lot of picks. I don't know about their fumbles because they don't seem to run the ball quite as much. So, we need to make sure and secure the ball 2 hands as we're going through that line of scrimmage. Again, the look goes to Cody Zantini. He's able to get maybe a yard, but he is going to be stopped.
Yeah,
he's going to be stopped. He's going to be short fourth down.
And this defense is adjusted, and looks like now we're going to face it's fourth down, correct?
Yes, it's going to be fourth down.
They just haven't moved it on
Yeah,
the
they're
chain.
just not moving the box just yet. So actually, they're going to call that a first down.
Whoa.
Run. So
We'll take it.
Yeah, a little bit interesting call. I'm surprised they didn't measure that. They felt confident enough that it was past the line, so we'll take that.
And I don't know if that's new this year with COVID, but they haven't measured hardly any.
I don't know that they've had more than one. I know last week we had one single measurement.
Maybe that was sent down from headquarters. Just if it's close, give it to them.
Put it to them. So that's going to bring the first quarter to an end with just a second left with a 7-7 tie. So unlike the last 2 weeks, it was 35-0. It was 28-0. How about a 7-7 tie, EJ?
Sounds good. When we came in, we knew it'd be a fun game, and but the more we got into this first quarter, the more I realized we have our hands full.
Absolutely.
And not great stop on fourth down by the Massie defense just a few minutes ago, but we're going to have to play 4 quarters of defense. That's for sure.
Okay, so we're going to say hi to a few of our sponsors here. How about Kingdom Exteriors? Is it that time of year then the projects you've been putting off still need to be finished? Is a new roof one of those projects? One simple call can get it all out of the way. Kingdom Exteriors specializes in residential and commercial roofing, siding, and decks. Winter is coming, so trust their 30 years of experience serving the Wilmington, Lebanon, Greater Dayton, Cincinnati areas. Call Kelly at Kingdom Exteriors at 513-696-9593. Brown Funeral Home. Brown Funeral Home in Wilmington is proud to support the student athletes of Clinton and surrounding counties. The hard work, dedication, and passion shown by these athletes are the same principles we adhere to at the funeral home. The team of Kevin Brown and Billy Earhart are always here to assist your family in their time of need. From pre-planning to at need, we offer a wide range of services that are economically friendly to all. To contact us, please call 937-382-2247. You can also find us online at earhart-brown.com or on Facebook at Brown Funeral Home. Brown Funeral Home, celebrating lives, committed to the community. So now we're going to run left to right from the right hash on your TV screen. Clinton-Massie in a 7-7 tie with the Waverly Tigers starting the second quarter. Double slot look, the motion for Carson Van Hoos. This time Colton Trampler is able to run and open up that hole by his offensive lineman. He's going to get a solid 8, almost 9 yards on first down. That'll bring it almost to the 50-yard line, set it up at the 49.
Yeah, and it looks like there we got a good push, got a good push, good 7-8 yards, and so that's what I like is getting the 2nd and 2. They've been holding us to 3-4 yards on our first down carry, so very nice to get that 8 yards on that opening first down of the second quarter here.
Again, double slot look, motion by Blake Irelan this time, goes to Colton Trampler. He actually gets the fake. It's going to be a first down run by Cody
really
Zantini.
Good at that fake.
Yeah.
He sells that fake.
Yeah, even fools the announcers and the broadcasters as well.
Yeah, I kind of thought he had it, but then I thought they kind of jumped on the running back, and then there he was with some room to run and get the first down.
You had mentioned that a 5-minute drive would be a good thing right now, and I think right now as we've ended the first quarter into the second quarter, we want to see this drive extended. Still moving the chains at this point, but the time is clicking away and keeping that high-powered offense of Waverly off. So this time the toss goes to Carson Van Hoos. He's got a block in front of him, which is Brody Muterspaw. He jump cuts, and he gets another 6-yard off of that jump cut. A beautiful block by Brody Muterspaw, driving his man all the way out of bounds.
Very nice
fitted
block.
him up and threw him to the sideline.
You know, in being a fan and watching this for many years, I realized something in the past couple years. All the fans are kind of like flipping out, but this coaching staff is perfectly at ease in a game like this.
Yes.
We want to blow them out, but just these 4, 5, 6 yards of carry, that's what we do, and just you kind of got to be comfortable and at peace with what we do.
You get used to it. You get used to beating people by 40 and 50 points, and then all of a sudden you have a tough game.
But the coaching staff is not.
No, they're good. So the pull by Cody Zantini, he spins, but he's only going to get about a yard there.
And I think when you're doing these long drives, you're keeping them off the field and out of rhythm.
There's an adjustment that the defense has clearly made on the option look, so they probably came into the game with a certain game plan. That didn't work on the first couple option looks for the Clinton-Massie Falcons, so the defense for Waverly has made that change, and they've been able to stuff that run the last couple times, especially with Zantini pulling it. And
Massie is built for playoff runs. They run the ball when it gets cold and you're throwing the ball all over. Massie's going to run the ball and play defense and protect the ball, no turnovers.
Blake Ireland into the motion set. Colton Trampler gets nothing. I mean, honestly, he was just shut down on
this
that.
This is EJ's personal opinion, and you can take it or leave it. but I love to see us throw a couple more passes in here because they get to know us. They get to know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And, of course, that's me. I'm not a coach.
I think the thing about passing for Clinton-Massie is it's got to be that right moment, and the reason it's the right moment is that maybe it's a moment they're not expecting it. So Waverly
Kind of like
makes
when
some
you propose
changes.
to your wife, right moment,
Yeah, there you
right
go.
time.
That's it, but she never saw it coming. So the Clinton-Massie is going to set up. This time there's going to be a stoppage of play. Looks like they are. We're going to.
Is there a timeout?
Oh, they
there?
took a timeout. Okay,
Okay.
so we're going to get a few more sponsors in. Sorry, Edgar Farms. Edgar Farms, family-owned and operated. Edgar Farms focuses on providing its customers with the highest quality hand straw. The experts on their team can provide you with the perfect product for any operation and offer both delivery and unloading services. Edgar Farms also sells both farm fresh beef and pork to fill your freezer. Find them on Facebook or visit their website at edgarfarms.com. McCune Painting and Renovation, LLC, located in Wilmington, Ohio, your trusted contractor with over 25 years of experience, offering interior and exterior custom painting and home renovations. Call Nevin today at 937-728-5585. Who are you supposed to call again?
Call Nevin.
Call Nevin at 937-728-5585.
Big Nevin, he'll take care of you.
For a free quote. McCune, Shelley McCune Realtor, Coldwell Banker shines like no other. Only one real estate company has guided people home for over 114 years. Call Shelley McCune.
Call Shelley.
With Coldwell Banker, West Shell. Why don't you just call Shelley?
Let's
That's
call
what
Shelley.
you should do. Your neighbor, your friend, she's your hometown realtor, bringing you excellent service, honesty, integrity through the entire home and selling process. That's Shelley McCune Realtor. We'll get the rest of those here in just a second as Clinton-Massie sets up on a 3rd and 8. The overload of the shift of the offensive line goes to the right, wishbone backfield
he got
this
him.
time.
A little push there.
Called him off sides, I believe. They're going to get encroachment immediately.
We'll take it.
Yep.
That'll make a 3rd and 8, about
Yeah, it makes
3rd
it
and 3.
a little bit better. So the hard count by Cody Zantini was successful. And Cody's good at that. I mean, this isn't the first time he's caught somebody on the hard count.
And I like having Cody another year experience. I know we made an early exit last year we weren't expecting, but Cody has another year of experience, and you can just tell the way he's leading this team all year long.
Shift by the offensive line again. That's Schultz over to the right-hand side. It goes to Carson Van Hoos. He breaks free, and he's able to make one defender miss. He gets down at the 8-yard line, so that's going to be a first down run.
Nice,
It's going to
nice
be first
blocking.
and goal
and
at
then
the 8-yard line.
That little cut there at
Yeah.
the end, he accelerates 0 to 60 quick. He's got the whole package as a running back, and I'm glad he's looking so good tonight, so healthy.
So Cody Zantini comes over towards the sideline to get the
Just
play
takes
again.
his time.
Yeah, he wants to eat up as much clock as possible. In fact, if I were to be
This is the playbook.
a betting man, the coaches have told them you should wait deep into that back judge, either putting his
Eat a
hand
sandwich,
up or into
do
the
something,
Yeah, go
have a
over,
bag of chips.
Text your girlfriend while you got a minute, and then shift
clock.
by the offensive line to the left this time. The ball's going to go to Caden Clutter.
Hey, there you go.
He gets a nice run. The senior gets across the 5-yard line down to the 4-yard line, so it's going to be
And we're marching.
2nd and goal.
We're
at this
doing
point
exactly. I think we've ate up about probably 6-7 minutes on this drive.
Yeah, it looks like this is a made-to-order Clinton-Massie drive of, like you said, the time and the chunk yardage little by little.
Yeah, for sure. That's the Massie way.
Owen Trick comes back into the game, sophomore.
He always comes
tight
down
end.
here, doesn't he, on
yeah,
these
it's a double
red
tight
zone,
look.
yeah.
Whenever they go double tight, you got Dawson Conley on one side, Owen Trick on the other. And Owen Trick, although a sophomore, is a nice-sized young man. So don't be fooled
He's
just
a
because
man.
he's youngin'. That goes to Carson Van Hoos with a quick
Nice cut.
slide in. He's able to dive
That's
for it,
good.
and that's a touchdown for Carson Van Hoos.
On the loose.
On the loose is Carson Van Hoos, and he gets a touchdown after being a little quiet last week with the injury. He had to go off early, and I'm sure that was exciting for him, bringing on to the field Trevor McGinnis and his tee. We'll see if we can get a point after here that's going to bring it right now. 13-7 is your score.
And that's it, folks. It's still a tight game.
8:19, so almost 4 minutes of the second quarter and easily 3 of the last.
Yeah, did we start like at
first quarter.
2:40s
Yeah,
or
I
something
think
like
so.
that?
So
Yeah,
that's
so
a,
almost
that's a,
7-minute
That's
drive.
an almost 7-minute drive, which is just what the doctor ordered, keeping the offense of Waverly off the field. And it started with a defensive stop.
Defensive stop. They got their hand up there. Boffman, I believe it was.
Yes.
And way to capitalize off that turnover.
Kick is good. So each week we usually do a question. I'd like to change it up on you just a little bit, EJ, and I'd like to be self-serving for just a moment.
All right, go ahead.
So Clinton-Massie this year's term that we've used, our hashtag is others first. So we're going to ask a question this week that changes from our usual comedy to something a little more serious, but I'm sure will be received well by all. I've got to say first to my extended family, that others first mentality came out today in full force. I've got some great friends around me that recognize that we didn't have the help we needed to move my daughter into her new house today. So they canceled all plans.
Oh, that's
They
cool.
drove trucks. They drove trailers. They had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to be at my house at 7, and we had donuts waiting for them and everything you could possibly ask. I saw others first mentality put into practice today by my personal friends, so I want to send a shout out to them, the Goodalls and the Ambergy families, and my loving wife as well, working hard to get everybody set up. So here's the question as the kickoff goes to Phoenix Wolf. He catches it at the 7-yard line. He slowly moves behind his blockers. He's met by
nice
Gabe
tackle.
McDowell as a tackle. So here's what we'd like to send in, 937-303-8069. I'd like you to send a shout out to somebody that's had an others first mentality for your family. I want you to shout out
All right.
those people that have extended themselves, went above and beyond, and we'll get them on air here, and we'll send your appreciation across these airways to those people. And I think that'd be a good way to end this week with saying thanks to a few people.
That'd be
so
cool. That's
comes
cool.
from my end, thanks to my extended family, and I want to hear some thanks to some other people as Clinton-Massie sets up here, Leighton Bell in the middle. They almost jump off sides there, but they're
Nice
able to
tackle.
let the play go on, and that play is going to be stopped after about 2 yards, and that's Jackson Poe comes up, and they're immediately back to the line of scrimmage. So, again, 937-303-8069. If you'd like to send those shout-outs, feel free to do that. We're going to try to get those in closer to halftime, and we appreciate those that want to take a part in that. We also have a few more sponsors that we'll get to here in just a second. We appreciate the sponsorship that's allowed us to have a free
Yeah, what about
broadcast.
that?
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Hayden Shanks calls the motion. That's going to be Phoenix Wolf. Blake Ireland pushes his defender the other way. They bring the running back the other direction. He finds an opening. Blake Ireland brings him down, but after a hard hit by the running back brought some thunder on that one. That was Jackson Poe. He is going to create a 3rd down and 3. So
big stop here would help, man. That would make us get them definitely out of rhythm.
yeah, I think at this point, Blake Ireland is shaking that hit off because again, Poe brought a little thunder on that one. He's the lightning guy, but he seemed to bring a little thunder on that one.
Quote the Raven nevermore.
Quote the Raven nevermore. So it's going to be another run for Poe, and he's met in the offensive backfield. But Keegan hit him, but
yeah,
he's
but
going
he
to
put a
fall
hit on
for it.
him as well, and got forward.
He's going to fall for it. That's a nice run by Jackson Poe. So, again, Jackson Poe stepping up for the Waverly Tigers. And we said at the beginning of the game, if they can get their yardage on the ground, then they'll take their yardage on the ground. They'll go to the air because that's their bread and butter, whatever needed, though. So, tight ends to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Hayden Shanks pulls it this time. It's a RPO, but he's going to be brought down pretty quickly. They're going to give him forward progress to about a 4-yard gain there, so it's going to be 2nd and 6.
Very precise pass.
Yeah, that's an RPO. That's a run pass option for those of you that are new to that term. Basically, he's going to read one linebacker or free safety. It's set up for a run. If they see something that they like about that pass, that crossing pattern, that slant, he's going to pull the ball from the run and throw it, and that's what he did that time. So trips left, balls to the right. This time it's going to go and be given to Jackson Poe. He waits just a second, does a great job reading his blockers. He breaks loose. He's still on his feet, and he's taken out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Nice run by him right behind his blockers. They immediately get back to the line of scrimmage.
No break here. Here they come. I can't even get my story in.
Anytime successful runs happen, you can tell they get set up
They're
immediately
ready.
back into this offensive set, the same formation that they were in the last time. It seems to be their rhythm as soon as they have a big successful run. This time it's a play, drop back 3 steps, fade goes out, all wide open. Yeah, wide open. That's Will Futhi again, so that's a 2nd touchdown by Futhi, and it was a breeze.
And look at that. They came in 1 minute off. Like, all right, we'll answer, serve, and we'll respond, and here you go. So it's definitely a game of momentum shifts.
So an opportunity lost here. So Jackson Poe, when we were back here at the Waverly 40-yard line, he made a 1st down run there where Keegan Lamb met him in the hole but just wasn't able to bring him down. That was a movement of a 1st down run, and that created that touchdown right there. So defensive stops are going to be the key to the game, no question, for Clinton-Massie. Left-footed kicker is up, and it's good. That's going to be a 14-14 game with 6:06 left in the 2nd quarter. So again, it's going to come down to who's going to make the mistake first or who's going to make a defensive stand first.
Yeah, we've watched a lot of good passing quarterbacks this year from the big guy at Western Brown and watched a lot of guys that can throw the ball around. So I don't say this lightly. He probably has the best accuracy that I've seen out of any quarterback.
Impressive. Very impressive.
I mean, and got a good arm as well, but very accurate.
He knows this offense.
Gets the ball out quickly. You would think he's a next-level quarterback.
Yeah, he's impressive. I wasn't able to talk to their head coach this week. I wish I would have been able to touch base with him after a few requests. I think he was kind of busy getting prepared for a playoff game, if I were to guess correctly. But my thought is, if he desires, he's probably going to go to some sort of next level, as you said. Some college opportunity is waiting for him. It seems like he recognizes this system, recognizes the reads of this system. So if he were to go into a even like a Wilmington College that runs something very similar, that's a quarterback-heavy offense, I think he would do well there. So 25 Flanders with the kick, nice boot, goes to Blake Irelan. He calls it in and gets it about the 15-yard line, makes one man miss, gets to the 20. The 22 pushes one man down. He's going to go down at the 23-yard line. John Roberts Excavating. John Roberts Excavating, located in Wilmington, is a family-owned business since 1998. They are specialized in experience in general excavation, sewer, storm, grading, field tile, drainage, land clearing, ponds, demolition, paving. I'd say it's safe to say
they do it all.
They do it all.
One call does it all.
Look us up on Facebook or call 937-382-1788 for a free estimate. Again, that's John Roberts Excavating.
I will say this. You probably have more time to get those sponsors in on Clinton-Massie's offense.
Yes.
You don't have time to breathe when
Waverly,
they're moving.
We can sneak them in at, possible.
So we'll get you in. We're going to get you all in. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, keeping this broadcast free of charge has been nice. I know that there's been many appreciation shout-outs sent, and that's going to be a toss to the right for Carson Van Hoos. He finds an opening.
Nice run.
And makes a nice run. It's going to be a first down run on first down. They're going to move the chains immediately. Now we're setting up at the 35-yard line, 35-yard line, going left to right on your TV screen from the right hash.
I'm going to give my shout-out right now, and I'm not going to give the shout-out to the guy at Taco Bell who gave us the extra burrito. It's too emotional. I'll probably tear up on that one.
Did he bring back the Mexican pizza?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But in all seriousness, to the community and all the high schools that have had to go through all these different rules that change every week, good job to all them guys.
Excellent.
Just getting out there.
Caden Clutter with a
nice
run.
Nice
run, and he breaks free into the green grass. He just got one man to beat. He's brought down at the 38-yard line.
Good open field tackle by number one there, because Caden was looking to stiff arm him, and he just made a textbook get low, but a great run by Caden Clutter. But no, back to that, just thanking all the workers that are, extra protocols you got to work through, and just to get a game off. Kudos to everybody out there this year that's made a very tough year, giving us football on Friday nights and Saturday nights to look forward to, and we can still pull this off. So good job, everybody.
Only done by a group effort by our community.
Yeah, good job.
Everybody. Looks like there is going to be a holding call
on
Clinton-Massie on the left, so they're going to move the chains, but they're going to bring the ball back from the end of the run back 10 yards. So that is going to be a first down. It's going to be a setup on the 48-yard line. So instead of being at the 38, they're going to be at the Massie 48.
Still first down, looks like.
Yeah, it was a nice run.
Caden Clutter looks good tonight. Strong, fast, coming out of the gate. Looks like a thoroughbred.
He's a senior. I mean, he knows that if he loses, this is it. So
it's a 14-14 game.
He wants to give it everything he's got, I'm sure, as most of the other Falcons do as well. So Waverly Tigers setting up defensively to stop the run. The offense is set up in a wishbone backfield. The pitch this time goes to Carson Van Hoos. Nice block by Colton Trampler. Another first down run on first down. So that's going to be a 12-yard run to start that off. Now
He's
we're
just
set up at the 40.
following those blockers around the end, and hats off to you, offensive line, and Colton Trampler, and speaking of others first, just making those blocks. You can tell these guys know there's a lot on the line tonight, and they're playing. This line is playing phenomenal.
Yeah, Colton Trampler with a nice block to lead that 12-yard successful
And again,
run
when he don't have the ball, when he's not run up the middle, that's others first. I'm going to lay a block out for you.
Absolutely.
That's Massey football right there.
We saw that last week by Carter Uten. I called him out a couple times, making special blocks down the field and on kickoff returns to
things that aren't necessarily seen in the stats.
Yep, Blake Ireland into motion. Colton Trampler with the run. He's able to make two people miss. He runs over two people as well. It's going to be a nice 8-yard run on a first down. That's the way you want to run the ball on first down.
Yeah, and you want to see these guys, when they get their chance, get success, the way they're playing this team ball. I like how Massey's playing tonight. They are up for this challenge, and they're kind of saying, hey, we get a home field. We're going to use this home field advantage tonight.
Absolutely. So Clinton-Massie's going to set up this time at the, looks like the 32-yard line, going left to right on your TV screen. Break the huddle with Donald Brewer to your right as the flanker. It's going to be a double slot look, one off each end there, which puts Colton Trampler by himself in the backfield. Cody Zantini signals the play. The fullback,
Oh,
the
nice
pitch
fake.
option this time. Down to the 25, makes one man miss. The 20, he
Nice.
brings the ball, covers it up at the last second there. He's
Man,
down to
Hoos
the
is
15-yard
smooth.
line.
He's smooth, like I said. He's probably not 100, but
Right.
90 is very, very fast.
Yeah. Carson Van Hoosen 90 is probably better than some have at 100%.
Oh, yeah,
so.
many. And he's just smooth, found his block, and he's a good running back. Not just has all the attributes, but he's patient, follows his blocker.
Smart.
And we're going to ride him, looks like, tonight in this game. He's going to get a couple hundred if he keeps this up.
Yeah, you're going to give Colton Trampler the ball or run that option enough to keep everybody honest. And
Right.
you can see they're pack in the middle. They've got 3 down linemen. They've got an extra guy on one end or the other, depending on where the strength is or to the
And they'll
boundary
adjust,
call.
probably.
Yeah. So this time, again, overload left. It looks like
3
double
minutes
slot.
left in the half. 3 minutes,
Single
15.
receiver to the right. Blake Ireland. This time, fullback goes up
Go,
the
baby.
middle. He
Get him.
runs over one
Nice.
man, gets down to the 6-yard line.
It wouldn't be bad to run this clock out and to get it down to 30, 40 seconds if we can. I mean, you obviously take the score, but
Yeah.
you
Time
give
is
them a
good.
minute
Yeah.
or two. They can score with a minute
Absolutely. Yeah, we've seen that already twice. So just for those interested, the other playoff bracket shows Wyoming and Valley View. They are tied at 7-7. I'm sure that's a good
or two.
game
It's getting
as well.
tight now, folks.
Clinton-Massie brings out Caden Clutter, brings out Carter Uten, and Cody Zantini back to the huddle, taking his time, taking the stroll,
Yeah.
talking to his boys a little bit, asking them
right.
what they did last night, what'd you eat this morning, brings him up to the line, calm, cool, and collective. He's got Colton Trampler behind him in a split backfield with Caden Clutter up next to the line. This is that
237.
Rhino set, 237. He's going to wait till the back judge pulls his hand up. The snap, the turn, to fullback, the ride. And he's down to about the 1-yard line.
second and
nice
goal.
job. Yeah, second and
Second and goal, and they're going to let that clock run under 2 minutes. Is at around 2:22 right now. So, I mean, like I said, I think Massey coaches are content to just run it up. You know, you want to punch it in when you get this close, but you want to eat clock against this team.
Yeah, I tell you, it would be a big momentum shift. This time it's going to be a timeout. We're going to get these last 2
And they
sponsors
did that for a
in.
reason.
Yeah, they were smart.
They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah, they want to make sure they secure a little bit of extra time. So last 2 sponsors, Collett Farms. Pioneer Seed is a family-owned and operated seed dealership offering Pioneer brand products, seed treatments, and trusted agronomic advice for over 45 years. With the use of local data, technology, and digital tools, we help farmers maximize every acre's potential. Count on us to be there throughout the season, working directly with you. Collett Farms, Pioneer Seed, farmers just like you. Football fans, Sam's Meats. Stop by Sam's Meats located here in Wilmington, Ohio at 1209 West Locust Street to support a locally owned and operated business. Sam's Meat has fresh chicken, pork, and beef along with deli, cheese, and lunch meats. Their meat deals are a great way to buy meat in bulk, helping you save both time and money. The dining room is
Yes.
open for you to enjoy hot bar meals and their made-to-order grill menu. Sam's Meats offers catering, party trays, and a variety of homemade desserts, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., 8 to 6 on Saturdays. Go check them out. And we do have a new special. The Baker Bacon Bundle is over.
Oh, wow.
It's over.
It's a new
Today's the
season.
last day, so they had a successful run. But in honor of Massey's 4th quarter strength, we will be doing 5 pounds of 80% lean ground beef at $4 a pound.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's a good rate.
That's a good rate right
Yeah.
there. And my wife pretty much cleaned them out earlier this week going to Sam's Meat. So a quick dive by Colton Trampler. He's into
Looks
the end
good,
zone.
folks. Let's see what they say.
I don't see how he
Wow.
couldn't be in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Wow, they're going to call that 4th down.
No,
wow,
well,
that
third
is a
down.
surprise.
That
No,
was second,
that
right?
was second, third down. Third down. Okay,
Okay.
that's
well,
a surprise.
we eat clock.
It looked, yeah, maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. You
Right.
got 2 more tries and
Yeah.
a little more time to come off the clock. So it's at the 6-inch line at this point. So
Now take your time here. They're going to take their time. Yeah, that was a shocker. We don't have the angle from here,
he
but it
just
looked
leaned
good.
forward. Yeah,
It looked good.
seemed like
now
it.
take
but-
your time here.
Yeah, so he's going to wait till that back judge puts his hand up, gets underneath center with Colton Trampler in the fullback. Oh,
Are they calling another timeout?
so there's a flag on the field. They're going to call defensive encroachment.
Okay.
It's on the 6-inch line, so it's now going to be on the
3 inch.
3-inch line.
Well, I'm no expert in math, but I think you're right.
Yeah, if you were to take half the distance, that's what it would be. So, yeah, so now, honestly, the bag seems to almost be resting on the goal line.
Yeah.
We would hope we can punch this in here with Colton Trampler as your fullback, Carson Van Hoos as your tailback, Caden Clutter's there in the Rhino position, which is up on the line of scrimmage to the right. Cody Zantini with the snap. Gives the ball to Carson Van
He's
Hoos,
in.
and he's able
There
to get
we
a
go.
touchdown. So nice job.
Baby.
So change it up a little bit instead of the quarterback sneak, which it looked like they were just piled in the middle. That was a good call by the offensive coordinator to give the ball to Carson Van, who's right behind that Rhino blocker, which was Caden Clutter, which brings a score for Clinton-Massie with 1:08 left. 20-14 is your score. We'll set up for the extra point here as Trevor McGinnis gets set with his tee. And Clinton-Massie brings their point after attempt team onto the field.
I think when you look at early in this game, if we can go into half with this lead, that's if we can, and stop their passing attack. We'll take a 21-14 lead. They're going to get the ball back to start the second half.
So Clinton-Massie brings their point after attempt team. Cody Zantini's your holder. The snap is high. He's brought down. Looks like it's good, though, so it's going to be through the uprights for a 21-14, 7-point lead with 1:08 left.
That's old
and
Trevor.
Now you're going to see some deep throwing here in just a second.
That's old Trevor, don't miss McGinnis.
There you go. I like it. So,
took me a long time in the season to come up with that one.
So just a couple shout-outs that we'll start here, and we'll get more as the halftime starts here. Shout-out from one of our employees, one of our teachers, to our cafeteria staff, and everyone making sure our remote kids have been fed this week, as Clinton-Massie had to put a remote start to the high school this week because of some COVID testing and quarantining. So thanks to all of our cafeteria workers that was able to get everybody fed.
Some of my favorite people.
They actually traveled to different parts of the community. It was very neat for us to see that. As the band gets ready and gets set on the other side, you can see costumes aplenty for this trick-or-treat version of the band.
So they actually left the school and dropped food off?
We did, actually. Yep. So we took
Wow.
about 4 vans out, and the drivers, along with a couple of our high school aides, actually delivered meals throughout the community.
That's
Trevor
awesome.
McGinnis with the kick, a nice boot that's going to be brought right down at the 10-yard line. Wolf has got an opening there. He finds a crease.
Yeah.
He gets a couple extra yards there, and he breaks free.
Uh-oh.
He's going to be brought down at the 50-yard line. Exactly what they needed.
Now they
You
got
didn't want to give
59
them
seconds and a 46-yard field.
You didn't
Nice
want to give
run.
them that. That's what that would have been. Besides a score on a kickoff return, that's about the worst thing, which is a long
And the
return.
Wolf strikes at midnight. Actually, the Wolf strikes around 7:49.
Yeah,
but-
he's howling right now. So the Wolf has definitely put some
and
yardage.
they can easily get points now.
This is
with
47 yards. This is a walk in the park for them. So we'll see if Massie can make
Let's
a play.
go, Massie defense.
Comes down to a defensive play here.
Our defensive back's going to be playing back a little bit, giving a little cushion.
Yeah, they're going to give them underneath stuff, which means they're going to go outside into the sidelines quickly. Hopefully nothing deep over their head. Shanks gets the snap. He's looking deep. Lets this one fly.
Man,
And nice play by Blake Irelan.
Nice play, Blake.
Nice play. He's able to bring that ball down.
He's down,
but
though.
Blake's down. Yeah, that's not good. Blake Ireland looks like he's hurt, so we're going to take some time off here in just a second.
Holding that right leg, looks like.
So they're actually not going to stop play because they must assume that he is far enough out of bounds. So Clinton-Massie's going to bring in another defensive back. That's Bryce Scoff. Bryce is on the field there to cover their big receiver.
Ready, Bryce.
That's Morrison. Yeah, they're immediately
Be
going to
ready,
go.
buddy. They're coming.
Absolutely.
We got 3 over here. We need to get some.
Yeah, it looks like they've got an arrowhead over here on the left-hand side, which is 3 receivers. Right-hand side. Looks like trips left and then single receiver to the right. I think they are going to hold up just a second and let Blake Ireland at least clear the outside of the box there. So Clinton-Massie will set up on defense as they move over for just a second, bringing another defender over here to this triple set. Shanks calls for the snap, the bubble screen, they fake it. It goes to the other way. A nice block put on by number 2. That's Zeke Brown. The receiver is brought down, but it's going to be a first down run.
They know what, as I've said, they can execute this game plan well.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. The blockers are right where they need to be. And Massie going to just try to hang on for 44 seconds.
Yeah, Clinton-Massie is dropping back as quick as they possibly can. Again, out of bounds. Nope, he actually turns back inside and he pushes the ball. Yeah, he gets another couple extra yards there.
Smart play. This is a big play. Big play kid here, number 6.
This is no problem. Yeah, that's Will Futhi, and yeah, he's definitely been their main receiver.
Big
to
targets.
This point
How
in the
tall
game.
does it list his
Yeah,
height there?
you know what? I don't think it does. It lists. Well, no, it does. You're right. See, they've got him listed at. Well, they've only got him listed at 5'10". Yeah, he looks much bigger than that.
Yeah, so does Wolf. I mean, and it looks like they're bigger than our DBs. Because I thought Uten was around that, and he's definitely got a little size. But you know, our guys have played well.
Stack on the right-hand side, which is 2 receivers. Now one of those receivers, that's number 6, goes in motion. It's Futhi. He tries to get the ball.
Almost.
This time it's brought down by, is that Keegan
Keegan.
Lamb? Yep,
Nice
Keegan
play,
Lamb.
Keegan. He was with him step for step and stop. You know, the only reason why they haven't scored 30 or 40 is the fact that we have just controlled the tempo because, I mean, we're not even 30 seconds into this drive and they're down in the red zone.
Yeah, so 2nd down and 10 with plenty of time left on the clock for them, 32.7 seconds as they set up here.
We need a big stop here, D.
Trips left, single receiver to the right. Also have a tight end to the right. Shanks with no running back behind him. Calls for the snap. Gets the snap. 3-step drop.
Nice
He's
penetration.
flushed out of the field, and he's going to be
Nice.
blocked. He's going to be sacked and brought down.
Best defensive line work all game. They were coming.
That was a nice play. Must have been a little game up front that the offensive line wasn't ready for.
Nice
so that's
play.
actually going to be a loss of a good 6 yards or so.
Now they're going to have to call a timeout there to stop the clock.
Yeah, calling a timeout to give him just an extra second to think is Coach Crabtree bringing his team over to the right-hand side of the field.
Nice play there.
24.2
Nice.
seconds.
I don't know if we called up a blitz, dialed one up, but you could tell they were coming.
Yeah, and then everybody kind of said, I'll meet you at the quarterback. So Clinton-Massie trying to hold on here before the halftime with 24 seconds left. 21-14 is your score. It is going to be a 3rd down play. This time it's going to be 3rd and 14. With that sack, we were able to bring a few people back, get a few yards back on that particular play. So coming up here in just a minute, we're going to send some shout-outs to those that are helping us out here. We appreciate. Yeah, Futhi is 6'1" and Wolf is 6'3". I was going to say they're listed at. Futhi is listed. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong Futhi. That is the wrong Futhi. I must have a brother his. They actually list him at.
Okay.
It lists him
That
at
makes sense.
6'5". So
Wolf
okay.
is 6'3". All right.
There you go. That makes
they're
much
some
more
beasts.
sense. Sorry, wrong Futhi.
So big, tall receivers.
Yes, absolutely. Snap. Poe gives him some extra blocking. Gives
Nice
him that play, and that almost goes out of almost into the hands of Carter Uden, but the ball goes out of bounds. Now it's going to be 4th down.
4th down, 19 seconds left in the half.
Big play here by Clinton-Massie. So Clinton-Massie, they make a move. Oh, they're going to bring the kicker on, so they're going to try
take the
for some
points.
points. Absolutely. Key here is do not rough the kicker. Just let the kicker kick. If he makes it, congratulations
We
to him.
haven't done
If
it
he
all year.
doesn't,
Why'd you say that? I think you just jinxed.
I sure hope not.
And look who's got the holder, just to point it out, 23.
Yeah, Phoenix
So-
Oil, if he does everything. I mean,
let's see what he does
He's
here.
the everything guy.
Make sure this is not might have been offsides.
Oh,
They got it.
Go, Bryce Goff is off to the races. He gets the ball down at the
Nice.
50-yard line, and he slides forward to the 47. A fantastic play by the Clinton-Massie Falcons. The block on the field goal attempt
got a good jump.
turns the ball over. What a change of events, ladies and gentlemen. Now they're going to take the ball in, hopefully to halftime, with a 7-point lead, 13.1 seconds
We
left.
said there'll be a big play on defense, but there was a big play on special
teams.
And, man, they anticipated that count. I don't know if they weren't off by a split second, but the dogs were coming there. Nice
Beautiful
play.
block. We
Nice
need
play.
to. I'm sure we played that on replay. I mean, we're going to have to get a number on that at some point in the game because that was a beautiful block. And then Bryce Scoff said, "You know what?
Let's go.
I'm fast too."
Hey, why don't we take a couple shots at the end zone? 13 seconds left. With Cody's got a nice arm.
He does.
But
He does.
we'll see what we do here.
Yeah, I think
don't
play
know.
it safe. Take your 7-point lead and go in is what the coaches are
7
thinking.
is safe on a game like this, but nice play.
Clinton-Massie with the twist, with the speed, goes to the outside with
Just
a
get
couple
out of
nice
bounds.
blocks by Colton
Get out
Tramplin,
there.
and
Nice
he goes
play.
out of bounds. Nice play.
Now you can take a shot.
7.9 seconds left.
Very nice. Boy, the momentum just shifted.
Wow,
We
that
needed
was an
stop.
unbelievable play on special teams. The difference right now in this half is that block that stopped them from scoring, as well as the defensive stop. So it got them to 4th down playing good defense. Carter Uden with a nice touch out of bounds there to kick the ball outside. So that caused a 4th down. They go for the field goal. They get it blocked, and a return by Bryce Scoff is a good 25 yards. A nice play by him. So now we're into a double slot, single receiver to the right. The fake goes. He's going to let this one loose.
Go, baby.
Blake Irelan is just going to.
He's back in the game.
Not enough speed on that one.
Hey, but why not? Why not take a shot deep downfield? 2 seconds left. I like the call.
2.4 seconds left, so it looks like we're going to get one more play from scrimmage here. Blake Irelan had a step on this guy, just unfortunately a little bit
just a little bit out of
overthrown.
his reach.
So Clinton-Massie's going to call a timeout.
Nice.
Yep, going to take a timeout here. And while we're doing that, let's give some of these shout-outs here. So we want to give a shout-out to Squad Crew from Rhonda and Pete, volunteers time for the community. We appreciate that others first
squad
mentality. How about all the teachers and staff at Clinton-Massie for doing a great job? That's from Carter Frank's Long Retreat Extended Family watching, so go Falcons. We appreciate that. Just a shout out here says, go Falcons, you're looking great. Bob and Linda Beecroft, proud parents of Owen Trick.
All right.
And they like the wolf call. So
All
that's
right.
a positive for the wolf call already.
Don't
How
hate on
about
my
that?
wolf call
Yeah.
yet.
My shout out is to Carter Uten. I'm very thankful for the sponsors for their selfless sponsorship so I can sit here in the Great Smoky Mountains and watch my nephew play. Without them, we would not have happened, so I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. So
Beautiful
shout out
time of year.
and others first mentality for our sponsors that have allowed us to have this as a free service. Hello to the Falcons from all the Mormon family from Mason to Vandalia, Ohio. Grandma and Grandpa Mormon are sending a shout out. So again, if you want to send a shout out to somebody that has an others first mentality that's helped you out, went above and beyond, 937-303-8069.
Oh, go. A little bit. Not
Carter
enough
Eden,
there.
yeah, that one's going to go out of bounds. That's
Good
going
try.
to be
I like it.
Yeah, it's going to be the end of the half here, which does end with Clinton-Massie up by 7 points, 21-14. But the Tigers are going to get the ball to start the second half.
They're coming.
So that was smart and a great play by us on offensive or on the special teams to allow that score to stop from happening because more than likely they're going to come out with a lot of firepower here in the second half as well.
Definitely going to do so.
Clinton-Massie is going to set up the band, and as they're setting up, EJ, tell us just a little bit what you think that the Clinton-Massie coaches are telling their team as they bring them into the halftime with a 7-point lead.
Well, you got to like where you're at. These teams are both. All I can think about is whoever advances is going to be a really good team, whether it be this ground attack by Massey or passing attack by Waverly. So you say, hey, we're right where we want to be. I know Mick Surley is a motivator. He's telling me right where we want to be. Let's come out, do a defensive stand, get the ball back, and just eat up some clock in this second half. But they're coming. Bottom line is they're coming, and we got to be ready for them.
Yeah, go Massey from the Shockleys, sending a shout-out to the Shockleys. So we appreciate those that are able to send their shout-outs to. Again, we want to find all those that have been helpful and thankful for that others first mentality. Clinton-Massie appreciates all their staff, all the family and community members that have reached out to give us whatever needs we have to keep this year going, to keep this football season going. We appreciate the community playing their role in that as well.
Well done.
We appreciate our staff here from campusnation.com. And new to the booth this week.
New to the booth.
Let's send a shout-out to Cameron Pavey. Cameron Pavey
Pavey's in the house.
is going to be our cameraman for this game, and we appreciate him. He's also our middle school counselor, the first year in that position here, so we appreciate him coming. We also want to thank Chad Muterspall, that's on our camera down at this
Way to
end.
go, Chad.
And Joe Holden down on the other end doing our end zone cameras, so we appreciate that. We are going to rest for just a minute here in the broadcast booth and just allow our Clinton-Massie band in their field attire that looks like a costume-laden field attire today. And we'll let them take center stage here for a little bit, come back to you right before halftime's over.
competition concerts.
Your Clinton-Massie marching band. And your Clinton-Massie cheerleaders. Nice job. We're not gonna
Turn around. Turn the camera around. A little halftime entertainment.
You might get sponsors that want to make sure I don't dance with them.
Chair sponsor. Consider it.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, out of halftime. We appreciate the band's performance. We appreciate those sticking around with us. If you've got somebody that wants to watch a game and hasn't caught on yet, we are at campusnation.com. Campusnation.com has allowed a free service this year, broadcasting Clinton-Massie football. We appreciate their group, the production team of Rick Phillips and the rest of the Campus Nation crew. With us tonight again, Cameron Pavey's on our camera up here. We've got Chad Muterspaw down there, Joe down there on the other end. So we appreciate everybody that's been a part of that. EJ, we appreciate you being a part of it as well. We don't want to forget
it's fun.
The man on the right hand. So let's just talk a little bit about what Clinton-Massie coming out here into the second half. They're going to be on defense first. So I think it's going to be big. Are they going to be able to stop that series and get into this rhythm on offense again quickly?
Well, I'm going to give a shout-out to the announcer who just gave a great idea what to do. That is, try the onside because Wolf can bring this ball back. That was a great call. I mean, he can bring it back like he did 30, 40 yards. So if we onside, we have the potential of even getting the ball. So why not try it? We'll see. But, yeah, I think we need to have a good defensive representation here, maybe a 3-and-out if we can. Stop them, get the ball back, march down, and blow that lead open. But not a bad idea to try an onside and because he can run out to that 50-yard line anyway. So
a lot different when you're going against a 14-point deficit compared to a 7-point deficit. So
or one of those whip kicks.
Yeah, we appreciate those of you join us on our live stream. We appreciate those that have been a part of this experience all year long. Again, campusnation.com if you're looking for our broadcast. Those of you that haven't been able to join us, those of you that are on right now, share it with a friend. Make sure they know they can go to campusnation.com and join us for this second half, which is going to be an exciting second half as the Waverly Tigers enter the field again. They will be receiving the ball to start this second half. So let's talk a little bit, if you're Waverly. So tell me what the Waverly coaches, what was it like in Waverly's locker room in your opinion?
Well, just like when we stopped them on fourth down with the big defensive play, knocking the ball down at the line of scrimmage, I think you got to say, defense, somebody make a play for us. We'll score for you, but make a play defensively. And right now we're having our way on the ends. They're stopping us in the middle. They've game plan for that. But someone get out there, make a play on Van Hoos and stop the momentum because they've yet to really stop us around the end. Our speed is killing them right now.
We appreciate those that have sent their shout-outs. We do want to add a few more to that list. So a special shout-out to Tina Brown. Tina Brown is on our sidelines taking pictures, starting all the way in the summer and then through each game. She runs the Facebook page Friday Night Lights and does a great job putting a lot of information together for us. So we appreciate Tina Brown. So Carter Franks, Graham, and Gramps cheering on the Falcons. They want to send a shout-out as well. Shout-out to Shay Proctor, Jerry Renner, BJ Jodray, and the late coach Jeff Craycraft for taking their valuable time to run basketball clinics this fall for the Clinton-Massie Youth Basketball Girls. RIP Coach Craycraft. So we do know that most people are aware that we lost Jeff Craycraft, a longtime Clinton-Massie coach, also an East Clinton coach, a Wilmington coach, basketball, baseball, girls, boys. I mean, it was just he was that kind of that guy that was always around Clinton-Massie or Wilmington or East Clinton sports. We appreciate the time and effort he gave to our kids, and I had a personal relationship with him being over to East Clinton for a while, and he was a great man to be around, a good coach as well. Lost him suddenly this week, so we send a shout out to his family.
Yeah, prayers and
just
thoughts to them.
yeah, absolutely appreciate them sharing him for as long as they did.
Yeah, for sure.
So finishing this out, how about Nana Trampler, watcher from home, asking for the Falcons to just go Falcons. Thanks for all you're doing, loving the games. This family's in Florida and Washington and joined as well. That's the Romar family. I know I'm butchering that, but we'll give them a shout out.
I like this, yeah, and I like to shout out the family that's in the middle of the vacation hub in Tennessee, and they stopped on a Saturday night to sit down, giving a shout out to that family watching the game in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
How about give a shout out to my elementary staff, colleagues for all their hard work to make our fall festival extra special for our students. They put in many extra hours to plan and decorate. I am blessed to be a part of the Massie family. Mary Ritter says others first. So also, if you're a Waverly fan and you're listening to our broadcast, please feel free to bring in a shout out to us, 937-303-8069. We'll be more than happy to send that out. I'm sure people would like to hear that on the other side, those listening to our broadcast. So up front, we see Waverly setting up for their kickoff return in a 5x2x2x2. Back in the offensive backfield there will be Phoenix again, Phoenix Wolf, and number 1, that's Mark Stoley. So Clinton-Massie has the ball teed up. We're going to start an exciting second half, which is for sure going to be another slugfest that we saw in the first half with Massie right now leading as the third quarter starts. 21-14. The kick this time is a little bit of a low line drive. It bounces kind of funky, and he is able to pick it up. It is a live ball, so on the 5-yard line, he makes one man miss, but Bryce Scoff's able to bring him down at the 30 or at the 13-yard line.
Nice play,
nice job.
Special teams.
Yes.
Nice little squib line drive kick there, and great coverage by our special teams. Good play, guys.
Yeah, that looked like Gavin Hunter and Bryce Scoff on that play. So Bryce holding that in position well. So live ball bouncing around, touched a hand real quick. He scooped it up about the 5-yard line, turned around, got a few yards. But that definitely pins them back a little better than for Clinton-Massie than they've started for most of their drive. So that's going to set up on the, looks like the 18, 19-yard line. Waverly Tigers with Jackson Poe in the backfield. Shanks is going to call the ball. He gives it to Poe. Poe has a nice opening. He gets a good solid 5-yard run on first down.
Kind of did what they did starting the game, running the ball, and just established a bit of a run. But 80 yards is nothing for them. We got to make a play defensively. We got to make a stop.
At this time, are they thinking maybe eating some clock on their end would be a good idea as well?
Who knows?
Yeah,
you wouldn't think so, just because they're so. Yeah, maybe it feels better in our possession than you guys having it. But now we have looks like that's enough for a first down.
First down run. So 2 runs in a row, and Jackson
Look
Poe
at the refs trying to keep up with these guys.
Jackson Poe gives them a first down run, and that's going to bring them back up to the line of scrimmage with looks
got some
like
big boys out here.
Slot to the left. And 2 receivers to the right, one as a slot man, tight end. He sends Jackson Poe in motion, sets up for the bubble screen. He turns and looks one way, but Brody Muterspaw breaks through with Colton Doyle in the sack up front. Brody Muterspaw with a big play.
Look at Big Brody. He said,
he's
I want some
excited.
candy on Halloween.
He's excited.
He
That
got
was definitely the treat, not the trick on that one.
That looked like my kid getting candy
They
tonight.
pulled a trick to get the treat,
That's right, baby.
on that one. So a little flush up front. That's going to be a big loss for them. That's going to be about an 8-yard loss, it looks like, turning it into 2nd down and 18. So Clinton-Massie with a big sack. Brody Muterspaw
Brody said, I'll
through.
have the shank for dinner.
He comes back off, and Hayden Shanks calls the ball.
Nice fake
Fakes
there.
one way. He actually gets some
Man,
more pressure,
nice
but now he's on the
penetration,
loose, and we
guys.
know we don't
Nice.
want him on the loose because he can run.
Way to size him up there, 23.
Bryce Goff.
Bryce Goff, yeah.
Yep.
He just open field tackle, sizes him up, takes him down. Now we got, it looks like a 3rd down, and looks like the momentum's swinging our way.
I just want it noted as we start with 10:23 in the 3rd quarter. I'm afraid their coach is going to recognize that quarterback running could be hay for them, and they're going to make some hay with that, hopefully.
We'll see. I like our defensive line here.
So Clinton-Massie with the ball in the backfield there with a push of number 23 with the ball's overthrown there. So it looks like it's going to be a 4th and 12, and they're going to bring out what looks like their punt team. So Clinton-Massie with a nice stop on the first offensive series. Watch out for the fake here, but I don't think they're going to have.
Not this deep.
Yeah, they're not going to
deep.
have that much fortitude, we'll say, to probably fake it right here. So setting up on and his 5-yard line is Flanders.
We got
some
2 guys back.
big boys that we used to call the monkey positions.
Yeah, the old monkey position.
Yeah, that's nice. So
Nice
the
punt.
punt's away. It's going to be caught by Carter Uden.
Oh, get it,
He
get it.
drops on the ground, and unfortunately, it's going to be picked up by.
He just
it looks
missed
like,
that one. It dropped in front of him. Come on, guys.
It looks like Clinton-Massie's
Give
going
us
to
some
give that
good
ball
news.
up on the special teams. The special teams been keeping them in the game, but
Stay
they're going to
here.
keep the ball. Ooh, luckily.
Was that a
that's
trick or
ooh,
treat?
My gosh, that would have been a big trick to us, but unfortunately, the missed punt reception. It does end with Clinton-Massie keeping the ball, so nice recovery there. Whoever was underneath. I was able to talk to one of our statisticians, and they said that Blake Irelan got the credit for the block on the field
Oh,
goal.
good. Good job,
And then
Blake.
Bryce Scoff, obviously, with the scoop.
Like
and-
we
and
said,
got
Blake
another
does
20
it
yards.
whatever you need it, man.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, he is,
Mr.
man.
Versatility.
Big play.
Whatever you need. So
Good. I'm glad we got that. Could give credit to him for that.
back on the field is Caden Clutter. We're going to be in a wishbone backfield with Carson Van Hoos and Colton Trampler up there as well.
I guess Blake maybe it was a muscle.
Carson Van Hoos
Nice.
breaks open,
Ooh.
and he gets touched by
I want to give
defender.
credit. Who was that? Number 23. That's Phoenix
Wolf.
Wolf.
That's Wolf.
And he got an arm around him because he had some open green grass to run
if
in.
he could have caught past Wolf, I think that might have been a score. He looked too fast and broke through that too quickly. So
Yeah.
Phoenix Wolf with a nice maybe touchdown saving tackle there. And I'll give them Phoenix Wolf the credit. He's their Swiss Army knife. I mean, that kid has
he
done
does.
everything. He's done
He's
a great
playing-
job.
he's playing great
Nice
tonight.
looking player for him. Good height. He's
Yeah.
got some speed. So that's somebody that maybe looking at the next
yeah,
level as well.
you'd think so.
So double slot with Colton Trampler as the fullback in the backfield. This time he gets the ball, one stutter step. He's able to get a 1st down run, which is going to be down to the 35-yard line. They'll set up on the right-hand hash. Moving the sticks is Colton Trampler. Dawson Conley with a nice block there. Joe Boffman with a nice block there. So it seems like that at the right time, they call Trampler's number. At the
Yes.
right time, they pitch it to Van Hoos.
And
at
that's
the right
credit
time.
to the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Mixing it up just a little bit. Still all within their wheelhouse. Even
Yeah.
Clutter's gotten a couple
Yeah,
calls.
nothing
Yeah.
unusual have we done. And it's got to be frustrating for Waverly to want to get back on the field and then have to sit here and take run after run and keep them off the field offensively.
Wishbone backfield. Tries to catch him off guard. Caden Clutter with the senior running the ball with a nice 5-yard run.
I've
I mean,
never
if you can do
seen
that,
him run nothing. He always runs hard.
runs hard. And if you're going to get 5 yards every carry, doesn't matter if you go to the left, it doesn't matter if you go to the right. You stay with that, you grind the clock.
Yeah, and Caden doesn't get his number called a lot in this offense to run. He's not going to run 20 times a game, but the 5 or 6 times he gets to touch it is
Does a good
always, always big plays.
Falling forward if he gets hit and getting a few yards in the process. So Donald Brewer brings the play out to Cody Zantini. Dawson Conley sets up tight into the left. Looks like wishbone backfield again. Cody Zantini gets under center. This time moving a little quicker, not allowing for that. Carson Van Hoos gets the
Nice
call,
push.
and he gets a
Nice
nice push, which it looks
offensive
like
line.
it's going to be close to a 1st down. They did step back just a little bit. So I think they're going to call that a 2nd down or possibly 3rd. We'll get a call here in just a second. Yep, they're going to keep it on this side of the sticks, and that's going to be 3rd down and 1 yard.
As I mentioned earlier, I think one of the keys is this offensive line, and man, they're giving us a push. They are the big dogs are eating tonight, and we're blowing them off the line, the defensive line. We're winning the battles of the line, just as our defensive line just did, and we got some pressure on their quarterback. Our offensive line is playing well.
I'll tell you something I noticed. That was a little bit different of a run call. So Carson Van Hoos is going to get the first down on that third down run. Those of you that maybe haven't coached and didn't get to see these plays throughout the year, they changed the play just a little bit. Carson Van Hoos, who's limping off the field right now, definitely not good. So he's going to come off to the sideline, trying to maybe work through hopefully it's just a cramp, honestly, at this point.
That's kind of hopping along like a cramp. Let's hope it is.
Yeah, so nope, I don't think so. He's
just kind of slammed the helmet down.
Pulling his leg there. He's thinking he might have hurt that knee there. So back into the game is Caden Clutter at the tailback position.
We still got some beasts back there, but that's a big
big change, and the speed's different there. So Clinton-Massie now having to set up with another offensive threat, which is Colton Trampler.
Do this for Nana.
He gets the ball, gets a forward run there for about 5 yards. So, again, you're getting 5 yards of push. So keep giving it to him. Keep giving it at this point, Caden Clutter. And Carson Van Hoos is definitely upset on the sideline. It doesn't look like he's able to
He's
put much
moving around,
pressure.
moving around, but just not much there.
Yeah, not the same. So Donald Brewer is going to bring the play in this time. Clinton-Massie just next man up. I mean, they've done it all year long. When Carter Frank went down, when Dalen Maple went
it's
down, now
like
Carson
you
Van
put your
Hoos.
Ferrari in the garage and you get your big F-150.
Yeah,
you know,
truck,
and you
truck along.
and that's what we're going to do now.
Blake Irelan now in the backfield. He's going to get the call. He makes
Nice
a nice
play.
move. He's able to get across the
great.
10-yard line. And that's going to be a first down carry for
So
Clinton-Massie.
all these kids obviously have running back experience from youth on up, because you can tell the way he follows block. He was a natural-looking runner, and like we said, Blake can do it all.
Compliment to Clinton-Massie's coaches,
Absolutely,
who come down, and I'm witness to this, having coached some youth football. McSorley comes down, he checks on the kids, he checks on practices. He wants them running the wishbone.
Because has Blake ran a play all year, running back?
Not from that position where he got the handoff. He has gotten some plays from that slot position where he's off of the offensive lineman there. So we just going to set up again. Dawson Connolly to the left this time. It goes to Cody Zantini.
Nice
He's going to
play.
call his number. He's going to reach
there,
it with
baby.
an extra block by Carter Uden. Touchdown, Cody Zantini.
Zantini the Great, baby. Yeah, it looks like Phoenix Wolf has had some offers.
Yeah, offers from Kentucky Christian, Marietta, Indiana Wesleyan, and his brother is at Southern Illinois. So, talented player
Big
that
hair,
we know.
yeah.
So big, huge staying there.
That's a big
on
play.
defense, and then on offense, they turn the ball into 6 points, and now hopefully 7 with this point after attempt. After Carson Van Hoos goes down, next guy in, Blake Irelan gets some yardage, Caden Clutter gets some yardage, Colton Trampler gets some yardage, and then Zantini the Great says, I'll finish it off for you.
And that shows you how deep we are, and I'm thankful for that depth as we get deep into the playoffs like this. It's nice to have that. So, and we're going to call on some guys, some new numbers to run the ball, but they're all going to step up tonight.
Yeah, Carson Van Hoos has actually removed his brace, so we're going to check on him and continue to check on him throughout the rest of the night. But I would say at this point his night is probably done, so it's going to be the rest of these running backs that have to carry the load the rest of this time.
And I hate it for Van Hoos because he's a gamer, and you could tell how bothered he is to come out of the game like that. And as we noted earlier in the season, just had some losses, and you hate to see it. Like I said, we've got the power to run this ball, but if we go deep in the playoffs, we're going to need him.
Yeah, it's interesting. A couple of years ago when we were making a run with Trey Utrick and some other players that were talented, our entire offensive backfield went down in a game, and we had to have the next group up come in, and that was in a playoff game against Valley View. So they're kind of used to being able to just
Next
get your
man
number.
up.
Yeah, get your number called and make something happen. So Carson hasn't been playing defense this game, so he will be a huge loss on offense, but we'll keep the defensive game plan in place. Trevor McGinnis tees the ball up from the 40-yard line. He's going to let this one loose. Let's see what kind of coverage we get. This one's going to be, again, low, and it's going to bounce. This time Wolf's going to scoop it in very quickly. He finds a seam, and he's going to be open, but Dawson Conley shuts it down. The ball comes loose, and it looks like Clinton-Massie has a chance at the ball. So Waverly Tigers are going to –
they're going to unsort this
They
and tell
pounced
us.
on the ball like a tiger would, but it looks like the refs
that.
are going to bring down. and Waverly's going to keep
Waverly
the
ball.
ball. So, hey, just both
Yeah.
sides have had that experience already.
Yeah, with 5:21 left in the third, they didn't want to give that ball back up to Massie.
Even though Dawson Conley's coming off the field with the ball, which I'm sure he feels represents that we should get it, but that turnover was a possibility, but it's going to be back in the hands of the Waverly Tigers. This high-powered offense now down by 14 points, and to them, that's like, every other week. It's like, no problem, 14 points, we'll just do it real quick, and we'll get back in this. So it's going to be up to Clinton-Massie's defense, which brings in a few of their offensive line starters. It looks like Boffman and Colton Doyle are coming in on that middle and representing.
penetration.
Yeah, Colton Trampler penetrates
nice
the
play.
line.
Like you said, maybe try to dial up that quarterback run, but just only a couple yards going for that run.
Yeah, this time he set the. It looked like he was setting the read up, and he actually kept that one. So Leighton Bell and Joey Coker try to come on the field, but they are immediately pulled back and said, nope, let him go.
Look
Because
at
of
those
this
big boys
high,
are ready to get in.
Yeah, they try to get this offensive moving quickly here.
When they do.
So Shanks is going to call for the ball with trips right, one receiver to the left. He fakes and then goes
Nice
long with a
pass.
nice pass, and they're
Wow.
going to rally to that tackle.
Well,
So
like
down to
I
the
was saying
50-yard
earlier,
line.
they execute. This is not an easy offense as a high schooler to run and be efficient and be on your mark. So, as you've seen there, it's hard for us to adjust to that. But these guys are ready. They're in their position. They execute this.
This young man,
They've done this all year.
He's a maestro. He's a maestro. I mean, he's doing his thing. This is going to be the bubble screen to
Nice.
Wolf with only one man there to beat, and that's Cody Zantini. But Zantini
Nice
brings
move.
him down.
He's shifty. He flat out just 0 to 60 speed is pretty good, but that shiftiness.
Yeah, he's
that-
able to make a few people
make
miss.
a few
There's
plays.
No question.
Yeah, and to be that tall, 6'3", and to be able to that shifty, that's a great trait in a wide receiver.
Yeah, there's no wonder that he's getting those offers that we had mentioned just a moment ago. So now it's going to be trips right, single receiver to the left again. Shanks is going to call for the play, a stem on the defensive line, which is movement there at the last second. Shanks has plenty of time to throw. He airs
Is he
this
gonna
one out.
open it
This
up?
one is going to be
Nice.
It's out of the hands of, looks like is that Will Futhi? Yeah, I think
And
that's
he
Futhi.
threw him open. When he threw the ball, the DBs were right with him, but he knew where he would be.
Yeah.
And if he hadn't tripped there, he might have been running in for 6. I mean, he threw him open. That reminded me of Joe Burrow, who will throw a ball in the right spot knowing you're going to be there.
Aaron Rodgers as well.
Yeah.
It's all timing routes.
This is a great-looking
exactly where it's gonna
quarterback.
be. Yeah, he's a good player. And a good team here coming across at the 40-yard line. Looks like pressure's coming from Clinton-Massie. Shanks snaps the ball back. This time he's giving it to his running back, who's met immediately in the
But that's going to be enough, looks like.
run.
Yeah,
it's going to be
across
a
the
first
40.
down run.
Now they're marching with 3:57 left in the third, and they've got a nice drive put together. And they need to answer here. You don't want to give Massie a 2-touchdown lead, them the ball to chomp up another 5 or 6 minutes. So
And you want to answer with a little bit of time off the
Yeah.
clock, but not too much, because you need to
And I-
sure that Massey's offense actually stays off the field.
yeah, it's 28-14 lead, but that's nothing with this team.
Yeah, trips right, single receiver to the left. Shanks makes the call from the offensive backfield with their running back to his immediate right. He's going to throw,
Nice.
and he's hurried up. The ball's going to bounce on the ground.
Big Brody.
Brody Muterspaw breaking through the defense.
Brody's a
from
player,
the defensive
isn't he?
line to the offensive line. He is one of the best linemen that I've seen come through here in a long, long time.
And if you look at him, he's not the biggest, but man, he's strong. He's quick. He gets in. He reminds you of Geno Atkins.
So you'll like my nickname for him. I've had this nickname for him all the way since his freshman year. I call him the Grinder.
yeah,
He's
and
the Grinder.
It is, and he's just
He
lower
just doesn't
body.
quit.
He's
He
like
just
Geno
doesn't quit.
Atkins.
He
He's
just
low.
goes,
he gets
goes,
under
goes.
these linemen. He's great.
Shanks this time, throws quickly to
Nice.
Morrison, and that's a
Nice
nice play by
open
Blake
field tackle.
Ireland. Yeah, nice tackle by Blake Ireland there. So immediately
Welcome to Ireland,
Morrison,
me friends.
Morrison gets the pass, but he's met immediately by the Celtic wonder, Blake Ireland. Nice job, Blake, there with an open field tackle, as you said, to stop yardage after the catch. 3rd down and 5. So at this point, they're 2 down. They're down by 2 scores. It's 2 down territory, so they've got to get 2 downs,
they're
5
going-
yards. Morrison sent into motion. The running back's going to get the ball, and he's got an open,
Nice hole.
and that's going to be
Brody's
Brody
gonna go down,
Muterspaw is going to
take
bring
him,
him
ride
down.
him
The
down.
ball goes out of bounds, but it's going to be Waverly's
Now, what this
ball.
will do, you see Brody downfield making the tackle. It'll wear that defense out.
Yeah.
because your lineman's out there, you're making a play on the end on the running back. And so this will be a test of who's in better shape when we get to this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I meant to talk about that as we were coming out of halftime. I think conditioning for Massie is absolutely going to play a role in this, because not only are they running a lot of offensive play trying to grind the clock out, they're seeing a lot of defensive plays as well. So Shanks gets the snap here, trips right with the single receiver to the left, opening by Jackson Poe.
Nice
he finds
blocking.
an opening, and he's going to bring that ball all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And
so the running attack is
that's a
working
good
for
block. He left him a very big hole to run through, and you see our defense starting to get a little winded as they march. It looks like they're going to punch this in here soon.
They need some fresh faces on the defensive line. Snap goes to Poe. Poe's met, and he's pulled back by Colton Trampler.
But you can't get those line in that quick. You just can't get personnel moved that quickly. Yeah. And so here we are. The guys that are in are going to have to make the play, because it's hard to get a rotation worked in this fast-paced offense.
Yeah, they're substituting for a first time in a while, so 2:05 left as the clock's running. 28-14 is your lead for Clinton-Massie as they're trying to stop an offensive drive here by the Waverly Tigers that's brought them all the way down to the 4-yard line. They're going to set up on the left hash. This time he's going to go under center with two running backs behind him. They try the hard count. The snap goes to the Jackson Poe with the pitch,
nice
and he's
tap.
met. But
Who was that?
Yeah, that's Colton Trampler. Nice
Way
job,
to get in
Colton
there,
Trampler.
big boy. That is a big, big play.
So they tried a little bit of a muscle play there. Didn't quite work.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we were able to find them in the hole pretty quickly. So they're also slowing down their pace just a little bit to make sure they get these plays in right. They've even made a couple personnel changes. So changing their momentum a little bit and slowing things down. Shanks gets a call from the sideline. Everything is signaled in. The receivers to the right are Wolf and Futhi. To the left, it looks like Morrison. Jackson Poe's in the backfield. They also have a tight end there, number 2, and that's Zeke Brown. So the motion man is Morrison. He goes over now, sets up, trips right. He's probably going to run to the right. Brown gets the ball there.
Oh, wow, that's a good play.
That's a nice play,
nice catch.
So
nice catch. And really a good defensive play there, but he just threw it in the right spot, and way to bring that catch in there for the receiver.
Yeah, Zeke Brown, who's been a little bit quiet from the tight end position, has made some plays on defense, was able to run a little flag route there, looks to the left.
We got a ball game, folks.
Yeah, all of a
if
sudden
you're a
now
fan,
you're within 7.
If you're just a casual fan, this is a fun game to be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're a parent or a hardcore man, you're biting your
heart's
nails.
beating, yeah. So on the sideline is going to be Blake Irelan, and Bryce Scoff is going to try to rush this point after attempt. The kick is up. Looks good. So that's going to be your 7-point lead
58 seconds
now.
left in the third, and we got a ball game.
Absolutely. 58.6 is going to be what your time is. So as you go off the field here, as Clinton-Massie steps off to the field, we're going to go back to our sponsors. We appreciate our sponsors that have allowed us to keep this as a free opportunity this
Where would I go
season.
if I needed some roofing done?
If you need some roofing, then you need to call Kingdom Exteriors. It is that time of year, and projects you've been putting off still need to be finished. Is a new roof one of those projects? One simple call can get that out of the way. Kingdom Exteriors specializes in residential and commercial roofing, siding, and decks. Winter is coming, so trust their 30-plus years of experience serving the Wilmington, Lebanon, Greater Dayton, and Cincinnati areas. Call Kelly at Kingdom Exteriors, 513-696-9593, as Waverly sets up for this kick. Brown Funeral Home in Wilmington is proud to support the student athletes of Clinton and surrounding counties. Their hard work, dedication, and passion shows by these athletes as the same principles we adhere to at the funeral home. The team of Kevin Brown and Billy Earhart are always here to assist your family in the time of need. From pre-planning to at need, we offer a wide range of services that are economically friendly to all. As we get set up for this kickoff, and
look at this! Nice.
No, and Donald Brewer picks it up. He's able to get one man and pushes him back.
Not unless you don't.
A 25-yard
Donald
return
Brewer
by
wasn't sleeping
Donald Brewer.
there.
Absolutely not. Nice job, Donald
They
Brewer.
found a spot where there wasn't a lot of men, but Donald Brewer stepped up and he ran with it. And here we are with just a 30-yard field here.
That's a catch and a return of
Nice
about
job,
20
Donald.
good yards there. He catches it on a perfect bounce and moves up. Let's finish this up. To contact us at Brown Funeral Home, please call 937-382-2247. You can also find us online at earhart-brown.com or Facebook at Brown Funeral Home. Brown Funeral Home, celebrating lives, committed to the community. We appreciate our sponsors. We'll finish the rest of those up here in just a second. So Clinton-Massie, like you said, with a short field, they're going to set up on the Waverly 30-yard line after a 20-yard return by Donald Brewer with a perfect catch. It looked like he played shortstop there.
And they could have easily got that, but good for him.
Caden Clutter with
Nice,
the first
Caden.
down
Go,
run,
baby.
and he's always falling forward, gets him a good 4 yards on that first down.
And again, our offensive line with a couple of our big guys out. A couple of our, like I said, our Lamborghini is parked right now. They're just going to come up, make plays, and I know Trampler and Caden Clutter is going to be enough. But now, Caden Clutter getting up a little gingerly, and you know, I was talking to my nephew Brendan, who played for the Falcons last year, and he said that it just happened. He said when you run this much, you're just going to get banged up.
Yeah.
He said it's just part of the game, especially in Massey when you are 95% of your plays you're running the ball.
Donald Brewer brings a play in. They want to get up, set up quickly. It's going to be slot left with Blake Irelan and Donald Brewer out there. They switch quickly on the line of scrimmage. The play's up. Looks like they're going for the option. Cody Zantini's brought down with about a 3-yard gain or so. So it's going to be third down and about 4. But that's going to end your third quarter with a 28-21 score with a lead by Clinton-Massie of 7 points. As we thank our sponsors and continue to say, Edgar Farms is family-owned and operated. Edgar Farm focuses on providing its customers with the highest quality hay and straw. The experts on their team can provide you with the perfect product for any operation or offer both delivery and unloading services. Edgar Farm also sells both farm fresh beef and pork to fill your freezer. Find them on Facebook and visit their website at edgarfarms.com. Starting this fourth quarter, if you're Clinton-Massie, you'd love to eat some clock here to start this drive. Obviously, you want to end it with a score. You've got 12 minutes to make it to the regional finals, and right now we'll get a Wyoming Valley View score here as quick as we can for you to let us know whoever wins this game, what their opponent will be next week.
Yeah, it's going to be whoever advances out of this game in the 28-21 game. Like I said, this is good football being played tonight.
We appreciate McCune Painting and Renovation, located in Wilmington, Ohio, your trusted contractor with over 25 years of experience, offering interior and exterior custom painting and home renovations. Call Nevin today at 937-728-5585 for a free quote. And it is tied 14-14, Valley View versus the Wyoming Cowboys. Clinton-Massie here up by 7 to start the fourth quarter, 28-21. A wishbone backfield is going to have, is that big play with Gabe in there? Goes to Blake Irelan, gets the toss. He's met immediately, but he's able to fall forward and get at least a yard or maybe back to at least the line of scrimmage. No, he's going to gain a yard on that. So Clinton-Massie is going to look at 4th down and 3. I don't think there's any chance they're going to go for a field goal. So at this point, they're going to.
Yeah, what do you do? Kind of no man's land. You don't blame them for going for it here.
No.
I mean, you're giving them
at this point, if anything, you run the ball and you eat a bunch of clock up with the extra point or with the field goal attempt. Is not an option at this point from the 30-yard line. So it looks like Coach Dan McSorley is actually going to call a timeout here because he's already mentioned to the referee that he's going to let this play go down as much as possible. Yeah, he's waiting for that back judge to put his hand up, and the timeout's going to call here in just a second. And that's going to bring Clinton-Massie over to the sideline. Whether they're going to think about it or set up their field goal, I think they take a timeout here to start the fourth quarter with only about 49 seconds ticking off the clock. We'll try to get Shelley McCune, realtor, Coldwell Banker, shines like no other. Only one real estate company has guided people home for over 114 years. Call Shelley McCune with Coldwell Banker West Shell, your neighbor, your friend, your hometown realtor, bringing you exceptional service, honesty, and integrity throughout the entire home buying experience. John Roberts Excavating, located in Wilmington, is a family-owned business since 1998. They're specialized in experience in general excavation, sewer, storm, grading, field tile, drainage, land clearing, ponds, demolition, and paving. Look us up on Facebook or call 937-382-1788. A couple shout outs, Carter Frank's Nana cheering on the Falcons.
Hey,
we appreciate seeing it, checking in. We are having a viewing party supporting Colton Doyle and the rest of the Falcons. Shout out to our 6th grade Clinton-Massie football team. They're going to their 4th Super Bowl title.
We just keep rolling around here, don't we?
Yep. Shout out to Matt and Sheila listening from beautiful San Diego. We appreciate being able to watch Clinton-Massie football. We thank you. So Clinton-Massie will set up this time in the I-back field. Caden Clutter's going to dot that out. Cody Zantini looks for the option. Oh, and the ball's on the ground. It's going to be recovered by the Tigers. Oh, big, huge mistake by Clinton-Massie to give Waverly Tigers tons of life as they're going to try to score and tie this game up. I mean, we've said it before. It's the turnover battle that's going to win this game more than likely, and that's going to hurt right there. Clinton-Massie gives the ball up. Looked like it was a little discombobulated from the start where Colton Trampler wasn't sure if he's getting the ball. He ran to the outside maybe instead of the inside, and that puts Caden Clutter back onto the defensive side of the ball to see if he can lead this team as a senior captain to a stop of the Waverly Tigers. They've got new life, blood in the water. They're feeling great. The ball goes to Jackson Poe. He gets through one or two different defenders and
It
gets
kinda-
a 5-yard run.
Yeah, kind of shocking that they just keep on this run, and it hasn't, it yields some good results. But, man, when you got a quarterback like Shanks that can just throw this ball all over this field.
I think they're smart
They're
enough to
setting it
know
up.
keeping Massie off the field
Yeah,
on their
that may be
offense is
smart.
also a good idea. So setting up with 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right, one of them close. They send Poe in motion. He'll be there for the bubble screen if needed. They're going for the deep threat.
a little too deep.
Futhi is out of bounds, and the ball's going to
Great
land
arm.
about 5 yards past him.
Yeah, great arm, but just overthrown by a couple yards there. But it's there if you need it. It's the power's there if you need it. He's
Yeah,
got an arm.
he just couldn't run underneath that one. So Clinton-Massie, I'm sure, understands that a deep threat is always
Oh, yeah,
available.
they can strike at any second.
So Keegan Lamb will be in your defensive backfield. Looks like Cody Zantini on one side, Blake Irelan and Carter Uden as well. Definitely a size disadvantage for Clinton-Massie. Brody Muterspoll up front, Colton Dole up front. Able to get it looks like the play's going to get stopped, and they're going to call a false start on Waverly, which is going to push them back 5 yards. It's going to be now 3rd and about 10, almost 10, to start them on this 3rd down play. A little bit behind or right at the sticks. Yeah, they're going to bring it back to the sticks there. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Clinton-Massie has to come up big on this one. Look for another deep pass or another crossing route. Clinton-Massie on defense is kind of waving their hands, trying to see how the setup is going here. Carter Uden is on the outside. Cody Zantini as well. Blake Ireland's going to be outside as well. Keegan Lamb's on your free safety side. It looks like one receiver is not even covered here. And, yeah, he's going to get – it's just a pitch and catch. They didn't cover him. So, yeah, he was able to just walk out there,
Yeah,
turn around.
there
But
it is.
it is 4th down, though,
Yeah.
so they didn't get a full 10 yards. So maybe the coaching staff said, hey, bend but don't break. Let's try to stop them right here. 4th down and 1. So big play here. Don't be surprised if you see something go fade right. Or can they get us to jump off sides? Nope, ball goes to Jackson Poe. He's going to get it, but it's close. He's going to get it.
Yeah, I think they're going to squeak by about a few inches, maybe a foot. And they're not going to wait for that to measure. They're just going to keep rolling. Notice, like college, they got the plays they're holding up on the other sideline that tells these guys what we're running.
Yeah, they've got their signals coming in the whole time. That's how they keep this high-powered and potent offense running on full 8 cylinders the whole time. So,
did you expect anything less than this game, than a fourth quarter, 28-21? This is a fun game, folks.
yeah, it's a fun game to watch because we're over 1,000 concurrent viewers right now. So we appreciate those that are supporting Campus Nation.
Nice throw.
Nice pass. Morrison gets that pass, and he comes down, but not after until an 11-yard gain.
Nice tackle, open field tackle by Blake, and you have to make those tackles in a game like this. And just, they're going to get their yards. He's going to throw for probably 200-300. And you just, as we said, bend but don't break. Try to get a turnover here.
And honestly, their running attack has done well.
Yeah.
It's been pretty productive all night. So this is going to be another run, and he's going
Nice
to have
cut.
some open field to run in, and he's going to
just
go
kinda
down
cuts
after
back.
about 5 yards.
Finds the hole, and, gets 5 yards.
Nate Wildermuth's going to come onto the field, replacing Joe Boffman. Charlie Hale's going to come off this side here. It looks like he's going to receive a warning for a little push after the conversation there. So I'm sure they'll get him back on the field very quickly. Joe Boffman will take his place over here on the defensive line, on the defensive end position. So we're going to set up on the 49-yard line. They're moving left to right on your TV screen. They're going to be on the left hash.
Looks like
As
looks like
Shanks
they're
gets set up, it's going to be 2 receivers to his right. The single running back behind him is Poe. 2 receivers to the left, a quick stem on the last minute on the defensive line. He calls out the linebacker. Shanks gets the ball. Play's going to go to
Nice.
Poe, but he's met quickly by Caden Clutter.
Nice stop,
It's
Clutter.
not much of a gain, if not just a couple inches maybe.
I'm just kind of shocked. Back-to-back running plays, the way they can throw the ball. I mean, teach their own. But telling you, if that's me, the play caller, and I'm running Clayton Madden or Tecmo Bowl, I'm just winging that thing everywhere if I got a quarterback like
Yeah,
that.
I think they're trying to lull him to sleep just a little bit.
Yeah,
So 3rd
maybe
and
go up
5.
over top of him.
Now he sets back, 3-yard drop. He's able to get outside of the pocket. He tucks it this time, and he's going to be met by Caden Clutter, but it's going to be a first down run.
Instead of running around him, he kind of lowered his shoulder and said hello.
I told you, the one thing I'm a little nervous about is letting that guy run because we don't have enough defenders at this point to spy him. So I think they're going to recognize that here as the latter part of the game starts coming out. That
it opens up a lot.
Yeah, they can move him around a little bit by putting him on the run. It gives him an option to run every time. He can be his own RPO. So a quick pass, a quick strike to number 6, but he's brought down immediately by Carter Uten. That is their version of a 5-yard run right there. If they're gonna get 5 yards on the outside, it's a pitch and a catch, and even though he gets taken down immediately, it's a 5-yard run. So now it's actually more like a 7-yard run. So it's 2nd and 3. This ball goes to Poe, but he is put
got
outside.
A lot of open field.
Yep, Cody
Nice
Zantini
move.
misses the tack on.
He's
Wolf's
fast.
gonna be outside,
He
and
is
he's gonna
fast.
score.
Wow. Man.
Nice job by Phoenix Wolf.
I knew he was laterally quick, but he showed some speed there getting around that end and just putting the burners on.
Yep.
Nice play by Phoenix Wolf.
So missed tackle by Cody Zantini lets him run down that left-hand sideline. So as
We
you
got a
said,
game. It's fun,
turnover
folks.
turns into points.
That's not good. Now, we on 4th down stopped them and converted earlier in the game, and now they stopped us with this fumble, get the turnover, march down. So here we are. Who's going to hold on? 8 minutes? Can we sustain a drive for 8 minutes? I'd like to think we could or get close to that. But if you just give them a minute back, they can
That's
score.
all it takes. At this point, got to score, though. So Flanders with the kick is up, and it's good. It's going to be a tie ball game with you can see, somewhat deflated defense there for Clinton-Massie. The blue is walking off to the side with their heads down,
but man, they've played good all night.
And they know that
nothing to shake their head about.
They know
you
that
got 8
they're an
minutes?
excellent team.
Yeah, you got 8 minutes and you can make a play.
Joe Boffman telling Brody Muterspaw, hey, we take over this game at this point. Let's
go.
Make this happen.
That's it. Now let's go.
So do you have enough guts to call the onside kick a second time?
No. I think you're happy with 28-28. You put it on your defense to make a play here.
Fair.
And Massey, you can eat up 8 minutes, but you can't even leave a minute. Like I said, with this team is explosive. This is a fun game, folks. Like I said, whoever wins this game is a very, very good team. It's either going to be a run-heavy Massey team that moves on or a very pass, and both of them execute their offensive scheme beautifully.
Yes. Yeah, wonderful. So even though they got stopped in the first series of the second half, Waverly has put on a nice little show here as the turnover is turned into points. They do kick it away, and this time it goes to Carter Uten. He gets the ball at the 15-yard line.
Hold on to it, babe.
Yeah, makes one person, finds a seam, but he comes down at the 30.
Not bad.
So, yeah,
Not a bad
nice
return.
field position.
Right now, you just go down to protecting the ball.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
just hold on to the ball, and the last man with the ball could be last man wins.
Yes. And we called that at the beginning of the game. That might be the case. It's going to be the last guy with the ball wins.
But we did say earlier it was looking, it'd be, like I said, it'd be over 80 points easily. But, they've started to grind it out, and Waverly's come out and ran the ball some. So here we are. We
successfully.
knew so we're not going to hit that 80 points threshold possibly, but it's definitely been good football. If you enjoy watching good football, this is good football tonight.
Double slot look into motion.
Yeah, he hit him.
Colton Trampler got
They
hit
knew what was
immediately.
coming.
Yeah, they knew what was coming. He got smacked right in the mouth there by number 50 for them on defense, which is a gentleman we've called his name a couple times already this evening. That's Ty Evans.
I think it's safe to say that they know a lot of our plays at this point. It might be time to put a little wrinkle in this.
Or if you're Clinton-Massie and you've had success with so many playoff runs, do you just stick with your bread and butter because that's what got you here? I mean, it's a hard
debate, aren't we?
it's a hard debate on either side. So Caden Clutter's on your left hand side, Blake Ireland's on your right hand side. They are going to pass.
Got
this
him.
time.
Little
overthrows him.
there.
He definitely had a step.
So way to go. Good call, EJ. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I think right away Cody Zantini, as soon as he released that ball, knew that it was going to be over.
A little over his head. But, hey, good thought.
Yep.
Get over top of the defense because he had nothing but green grass. So he's over top of the defense.
If he catches that
there.
in stride, he's got enough speed that even though Wolf is fast, he's probably going to score on that one. So Donald Brewer brings the play in here to Carter Uten over to
I think
Cody
someone
Zantini.
just said, can you tell that announcer to shut up, please?
Yeah, yeah, that's all right. So Carter Uten's on the field here. Donald Brewer returns back to the sideline. It's going to be
So what do you do? I guess,
backfield.
Do you run on 3rd and 10?
No, I think you're going to try passing this one. You get an offset. It looks like an I backfield. Yep, he's going to drop back. flings the ball, but it's going to
Little
be out of
oversight,
bounds.
yeah.
That's going to be a nice stop for Waverly. They did a great job there turning the momentum against Clinton-Massie. It's going to be 4th and 10, and Cody Zantini knows that he missed an opportunity to hit a receiver there on his right-hand side, but it's understandable. He doesn't get to pass the ball that much.
And we don't have the 6'3" receivers either,
and
the big targets.
we asked him to do a lot very quickly. So.
It's okay. We're still in this. You get your defense up. 7:14 left. You're going to get another crack at the ball. Even if they score, they're going to score probably within 3 or 4 minutes. So, hey, you don't lose composure. You play tough, and you're punting it away. Is this the first punt?
Second punt. So
Second
Trevor
punt for
McGinnis
Massey.
gets a nice snap.
Get it. Wow.
Gets it off. How did he miss that?
Fair catch.
Fair catch is by Phoenix Wolf. He knows to just keep possession of the ball.
Yeah,
and
right
let his
now that's what
offense
it's
do his
about.
Work. Yeah.
It's about just no turnovers and the last person, and I think maybe that's, what Massey's thinking. Let's just protect the football at this point and protect the ball. Wow, this is a good game.
The play of the game at this point for Waverly would be a 4th down fumbled exchange between Cody Zantini and Colton Trampler, which put them the opportunity to capitalize on that turnover, which gives us our 28-28 score with 7:08 left, and the Waverly offense back on the field. So they're going to be smart about this. Yeah, if they get a quick score, that's fine. But if I'm guessing correctly,
they may take their time.
Yeah, they're going to want to eat a little bit here. So I'd see this first play to the running back. Nope, it's an RPO. He gets the ball out to the Phoenix Wolf, and he goes out of bounds at about a 5-yard gain.
Notice he goes to his playmakers. Now, I will say this. All their playmakers look healthy. We're a little banged up, and so their guys are still.
Yeah, you got Carson Van Oos on the side, who's just, I'm sure, chomping at the bit. Feels bad that
he
can't
does
help
feel
his
bad.
teammates out.
What can you do?
Yeah, what can you do with that injury? You got unfortunately Dalen Maple. You got Carter Frank also
Nice
hurt
run.
as well. So nice run, a grinding run, which puts a first down for Waverly, and it looks like all momentum is going towards Waverly right now.
Yeah, we need a stop, turnover. We need to get Big Mo to come over here and sit on our sideline for a few minutes.
2 receivers to the right. Actually, a 3rd receiver will be in the slot. A running back also to the right, so quads on this side. Goes to the single receiver on that side, and Futhi with a great catch. That's Wolf.
That's Phoenix
That's
Wolf.
So Phoenix Wolf with a catch.
Threw him open, and he goes around defender, makes the catch.
Yeah, Blake Irelan was right there. I mean,
credit to our DBs. They've stayed with him step for step, but this kid can put the ball.
Yeah, anywhere he wants for the most part.
Yes. This is an
Clinton-Massie
impressive Waverly team.
Makes some quick exchanges there.
We weren't even set.
The fumble on the ground, but it's going to be recovered quickly by the Waverly Tigers. So Clinton-Massie, wanted that opportunity, but right back into the hands of Hayden Shanks, I believe the ball went. So
might have been the break we needed, but just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, they were able to get off out of bounds. I think he was trying to get the call quickly, that snap back quick, so they would get an off.
And that's the first time you've seen that not be executed by them.
He just rushed himself on that one. So trips right for Waverly. Phoenix Wolf's in the middle. Bryce Scoff's going to set up for Clinton-Massie. Cody Zantini, Carter Uten on the outside as well. Looking for the
nice
fake there. But he's going to be brought down. Yeah,
nice job, defensive line. 6:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
So 3rd down and 11, it looks like, for Clinton-Massie. Again, it's going to be 2-down territory. I don't know that they're going to send their field goal kicker out there to win the game for him with already having a block in his head. So trips right's going to be with Wolf, and it looks like Morrison and Futhi out here to the right-hand side, all height. It looks like they have a basketball team. 3rd down, he sets. He lets it fly, but he is pushed.
Get in there.
It looks like ball goes, and nice play. Nice play.
Nice play by Trampler to pull him back. That momentum was going forward, knowing this is going to be 4th down.
Yeah,
wow,
that was
play,
a nice
Trampler.
play by Shanks, too. I mean, he was being brought down by Brody Muterspaw, and he was able to almost do like a jump pass and kick the ball over to Phoenix Wolf, his playmaker.
Come on, baby.
So Brody Muterspaw, you can tell, is just gassed at this point, got his hands on his legs. Yeah.
He's playing ball
Everybody's
tonight.
giving everything
Good,
they've got
good
at this
timeout,
point.
Coach.
Yeah, timeout by Clinton-Massie.
All right.
So here you go, 5:12 left, 28-28 your score in the 4th quarter. Clinton-Massie calls a timeout, I think, if anything, just to catch their breath. And as we're catching breath, we're going to give our last 2 shout-outs here. Collett Farms, Pioneer Seed is family-owned and operated seed dealership offering Pioneer brand products, seed treatments, and trusted agronomic advice for over 45 years. With the use of local data, technology, and digital tools, we help farmers maximize every acre's potential. Count on us to be there throughout the season, working directly with you. Collett Farms, Pioneer Seed, we're farmers just like you. Valley View up 20. 21-14 on the Wyoming Cowboys. And lastly, Sam's Meats. Our
There it
friends
is.
at Sam's Meats, stop by Sam's Meat, located in Wilmington, Ohio, at 1209 West Locust Street to support a family-owned and operated business. If they have any food left after my wife went there this week and bought them out, but
You know, it sounds
Sam's
good
Meats,
tonight.
what's that?
Taking that big old ground beef and making
Yo,
a big
that
old
sounds
burger.
good.
Even tonight, throwing
Sam's
it on the grill.
Meats has fresh chicken, pork, and beef along with deli, cheese, and lunch meat sandwiches. The meat deals are a great way to buy bulk, helping you save both time and money. We'll come back to that in just a second because Clinton-Massie has a
Here it is, fourth down and about 5 or 6.
a long 5. So Hayden Shanks goes over to his left, sees a
Oh, did he
receiver open. The ball's going to be popped out of his hands and down. So that's going to be
Nice.
4th down by Clinton-Massie standing
That's
on
a big
defense.
play.
That's a huge play by Clinton-Massie. So that ball pops loose out of the hands of the Waverly offensive receiver there. It looked like maybe Wolf or Futhi on that side. So Clinton-Massie is going to have an opportunity to get the ball back with 5:08 left, 28-28 is
Hats
your
off to
score.
our defense right there for making some big plays.
Big step up there by the
Nice
defense.
play, guys.
So now Clinton-Massie is on the 20. Looks like we'll set up on the 20.
Here we go, fellas.
8-yard
Get
line.
some personnel in, the right personnel.
Wishbone backfield. Cody Zantini with the snap. Ball goes to, is
Yeah,
that
he
Caden
squeezed through
Clutter?
there, yeah. He squeezed through
Caden
there for
Clutter
about
with a
5
nice
or 6.
Run. Yeah, good run there.
One of those you're kind of running sideways to get through the seam.
Yep, he
But
made himself small is what
nice
we say
push.
there. Made himself small. So Cody Zantini is going to get the play from Carter Uten this time. He knows that his offense is gassed. He's trying to pump them up. He's getting in their ear right now. Coming out of the play is Caden Clutter back to the sideline. Carter Uten's going to be your receiver far right. You got Blake Irelan in the offensive backfield, and you have Carson Van Hoos is back in the game.
Oh, my.
So Colton
decoy,
Trampler,
maybe.
yeah, Colton Trampler's met immediately.
I
Yeah,
like it, though. They said, watch this 6. Here he comes.
Yeah, I don't see him getting back into this offensive game plan here. Colton Trampler having to be helped up as well.
Here we are. Is it 2nd or 3rd down?
Looks like they're going to change
Third
it
down.
to 3rd down.
Okay.
It's going to be 3rd and a long 4 with Clinton-Massie setting up. Caden Clutter's going to come back into the game. Donald Brewer bringing their play into the game. Off to the sideline.
And the
Spike
fans are
Ireland.
getting up here on the Massey side.
Yeah, Carson Van Hoos stays in the game, which is a surprise that we're going to shift on the offensive line, so it's going to be overload right. Ball's going to
He got
go to
the ball.
Van Hoos, but he's
Nothing
going to be
going.
stopped. Yeah, he's going to be brought down immediately. So, yeah, I'm surprised to see him back in the game. I'm shocked, actually, to see him back in the game. So it's going to be 4th down and 2. It's going to be smart
Well,
here to.
what do you do?
Yeah, you punt this ball away. You don't give them.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
give them
just gonna
this.
be
Well,
quiet.
they're going to go for it.
Okay. Well, at least you
They're
called.
going to go for it.
I
Yeah.
didn't call it, but
Yeah, that's.
but I mean for them, I mean a 70-yard field or 40-yard field, these guys can make up ground quickly. So
Yep.
maybe not a bad call. You know, it's kind of hindsight's 20/20. We'll see.
Yeah, you're right. So wishbone backfield. It's going to be up to the offensive line. Ball goes to Caden
Go,
Clutter.
buddy. He's got it.
able to get a first down.
He got
though.
it.
Nice run by Caden Clutter to keep this drive alive. So that's going to be a first down at the 40-yard line. Big play by Caden Clutter, and we knew that was going to to be maybe the game
Nice
stopper
play.
right there. Yeah.
And hats off to you for keeping your composure. I'm starting to act like a fan up here. it's a fun game.
Donald Brewer brings this play in, still in the wishbone backfield, tight ends to the right. Ball's going to go to
Van
Carson
Hoos.
Van Hoos. He gets another
He's
run
pushing.
there, but he's only going to get about 2 yards, maybe 3 at the most. We're checking the clock at 2:53 with 28-28 as your score.
Do we have quarter zone shots on the sideline? Maybe.
If we have what?
Do we have quarter zone shots on the
No,
sideline?
I don't believe so. I think this is just plain grit at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, so Clinton-Massie setting up again in the wishbone backfield. Single receiver is Carter Uten on the left-hand side.
2nd and about 6.
Zantini brings the ball under center.
Come on, Colton. Nice run.
Colton Trampler gets a good 8-yard run there, so that's going to be just about a half yard short of the first down.
Question. Where we got 224. What is McGinnis' range here? Maybe 40, 45 max? Or 40 probably?
Yeah,
or?
I would feel good about the 25 or in, maybe the
Okay.
30. So,
Okay.
yeah,
He's
still
got a good
quite
leg,
while.
but-
He's got a good leg, but he just doesn't kick a lot of field, or he doesn't
Right.
kick any field goals. So
There it is.
this time,
First
Cody
down.
Zantini goes across the line of scrimmage, which is going to be a first down run, and they'll move the change just to keep the ball rolling and to keep that clock ticking.
206, though, with 3 timeouts Waverly has, we have 1 left.
Yep.
So those timeouts are crucial now in this game.
Yeah, they want as much time as possible to leave on the clock, but they can score in 1 strike, so they know that time is not as much of a need as possibly it is for Clinton-Massie. So wishbone backfield. Carter Uten's your receiver to the left. This time it goes to Caden Clutter. He's opened it to the green.
Hit. Nice
He's
play.
able to bring that ball across the 44-yard line, lowers his shoulder against Phoenix Wolf. Phoenix Wolf even kind of pulls his arm a little bit and says that was a rough one. That's the senior running back, Caden Clutter, representing for his team.
I'm telling you, folks, it may be whoever's got the ball last. And right now, that could be Clinton-Massie.
We've called that for the game. So Clinton-Massie this time to Carson Van Hoos. He finds a little bit of a seam. Yep, a little bit of a seam, which is going to be close to a first down.
He found a little seam and a lot of grit there.
Yes. Clinton-Massie, it looks like they're going to call. They might call for a measurement.
I think they're good.
Yep, first down, Clinton-Massie. So nice job.
And hats off to Van Hoos playing through this pain.
So Clinton-Massie gets down, wishbone backfield. Cody Zantini with the snap, the turn to Caden Clutter. He's able to bowl over and get about 2 yards there. They're going to have to get back to the line of scrimmage quickly.
Yeah, now time is of the essence. Minute, 8 seconds left.
1:08 is left. The time is clicking. We've got a minute now left. 28-28 your score as Clinton-Massie sets up on the left-hand hash at about the 37-yard line. Wishbone backfield. Tries to get him to jump off sides.
Wow.
Carson Van Hoos finds an opening, and this time he breaks loose.
Nice
Down
play.
to the out of bounds, but he's going to be at the 18-yard line. 18-yard line.
Nice play.
15-yard line. Yeah, nice job.
That looked more like 60 to 70%, but he had like we said earlier in the game, he had those ends open, and they were there. They were ready for up the middle, but Van Hoos takes around the end. 43 seconds left.
That was out of bounds, so that's stopping the clock. 43.5 seconds. 28-28 is your score. Clinton-Massie's going to set up in the wishbone with the receiver to the left. Turns and gives it to Caden Clutter. Everybody knows it's going there. You just can't stop it at this point.
Right now, 38 seconds. Here we go, folks.
5 yards. 5 yards in a cloud of dust. Donald Brewer gets the
plays
play
in
quickly.
guys.
Yep, gets the play in quickly. Calls the play. Donald Brewer gets out to the left. Still have one timeout remaining with 26 seconds left. Clinton-Massie sets up. Turns around, gives the ball to Clutter. He gets a couple yards, but he's down.
You may just run it down and take the field goal at this point. It looks like that's what they might do.
Yeah, it looks like they are.
That's it, folks. It's going to come down to this. Wow, what a game.
So they're going to let the clock run down. It looks like there's going to be about 3 seconds left, 2.8 seconds left. So it's going to come down to the right foot of Trevor McGinnis here with Clinton-Massie having drove the ball about 65 yards. So looks like we're going to get set up here for a field goal attempt. Trevor McGinnis just calmly jogs onto the field.
What kind of pressure? Make it. You're advancing. Ooh. You don't make it. You know,
we're going into overtime
with a team that is high-powered.
So called upon at the right time, Clinton-Massie is able to drive the field.
Beautifully executed.
Nice drive.
Yeah, beautifully executed down to the second, and now you set it up for a chip shot for your kicker. I mean, a lot of pressure, though. This is no normal chip shot kick. This is a lot of pressure on the leg of Trevor McGinnis, but this was executed beautifully by Cody in this offense.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Just
making sure we have everybody there. Yeah.
Dot your I's and cross your T's.
So Trevor McGinnis is going to set up, and you know they're going to call at least.
A little ice him a little bit here.
I'd say at least 1 or 2 timeouts. Yeah. And honestly, I think Trevor McGinnis at this point hasn't kicked. I don't know that he's kicked a field goal all year, so I don't know that icing him necessarily does anything. Yeah. He's probably so, either he's calm, cool, and collective with no problem, or he's so nervous that it doesn't matter if you give him a couple seconds.
Just get your mind off of it. You think about those king-size candy bars you got while you're trick-or-treating.
Ooh, nice job. We appreciate those that are sticking around here with us, and as you can see by our ticker on YouTube, we're over 1,100 people viewing at this time.
How about my ticker?
Currently.
My ticker's my heart rate's up a little bit.
Your ticker's definitely going a mile a minute. So Waverly setting up for a field goal block at this point. They want to try to get anything they can to get a hand on a ball. Trevor McGinnis is going to have the game basically resting on his right foot. With 2.8 seconds left, 28-28 is your score. Cody Zantini will be your holder. T's already set up. So they're going to kick this. He's going to kick this from, it looks like, about the 14-yard line.
So 24-yard.
So a 24-yard kick is going to be Trevor McGinnis's. legend possibly here, legacy. What?
They're going to call another one?
They're going to call another one. So, yeah, I don't know that. Again, I don't know if one doesn't do anything, two probably doesn't do much to you either, except makes the fans on our side a little bit more.
And now they're going to go. They're not going to call another one, I don't think.
Yeah, I'd say they may. I mean, why leave it in the pocket at this point? We do want to finish up just the last time. Sam's Meats, who's helped us all year long with this dining room, is open for your enjoyment for homemade hot bars and their made-to-order grill menu. Sam's Meats also offering catering party trays and a variety of homemade desserts, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Go check them out. And we had mentioned before that although the Bacon Baker bundle is over, we know that there's still going to be a deal because the fourth quarter strength that you've seen here out of Clinton-Massie is going to be 80% lean ground beef at $4 a pound.
Let's seal the deal here.
Trevor McGinnis this time is going to set up for the kick, and the third timeout is going to come. Which
well, at least you know at this point there ain't any more, so you know you're coming out.
We know
I would
we're
not
kicking
call
at
that
this
one
point. Yeah,
because now you know it's going.
That's a good point, actually, EJ. At that point, you wouldn't have been you wouldn't have been sure
kind
whether
of
it's going to
hitching your giddy up like, oh, is he going to call it? But now
so
you know you're going to go kick this field goal.
Kick it through. So the special teams coach for Clinton-Massie is just clapping his hands saying, hey, we know we're going to kick it this time. No big deal. Let's move forward. And we appreciate all of you joining us. Those that maybe aren't watching right now, tell a friend. Run to campusnation.com. Make sure that they can get this last 2.8 seconds left.
It's the best 3 seconds of your life, folks.
28-28 is going to be your score with Trevor McGinnis going to kick this ball from the 14-yard line, making it a 24-yard field goal attempt. It's not going to be leg that he needs any help on. It's just going to be accuracy at this point. The snap is high. The kick.
It's good. It's good.
And it's good! Yeah! Time expires as Clinton-Massie wins on a 24-yard field goal by Trevor McGinnis to crush the spirits of the Waverly Tigers.
Wow.
Excellent job, Waverly. You played a great
game. What a game they played.
Hold your head up high. You did a great job.
What a game.
Trevor McGinnis coming through to send Clinton-Massie into the regional finals. Congratulations to Trevor and the team.
What emotion on these guys' faces out there.
Excellent job, Clinton-Massie. When called upon,
don't miss
needed,
McGinnis.
When needed, the offense kicked in.
Wow.
Carson Van Hoos comes in off the sideline and says, oh, my goodness, we can't believe it that you're able to run the ball at this point. So
and you got to give a big wave.
Lot
Look
of
at
grit,
them.
lot of grit,
Man,
lot of
hats
grit.
off to Waverly.
Nice job, Waverly.
What a
Excellent
team.
job. I'm sure they came out here with high expectations, hoping for the best.
Now they're just giving away. Man, that's hats off to Waverly.
Oh, they've done a great job.
Too.
Great job.
What a team.
They're waving over and saying congratulations to Clinton-Massie. Their coaching staff knows that that's the hard-fought game. Their fans are clapping them up. But I can't help but be excited for the Clinton-Massie Falcons winning on a field goal. How about that? When needed, Clinton-Massie drives down 65 yards, puts the ball on the 14-yard line. Can't miss. McGinnis comes through with that kick and puts it through right down the middle of the uprights.
Can't miss McGinnis.
The refs looked at each other and said, that's money right there.
And I like
baby.
that little head
money.
shake.
That was nice. So right down the middle gives a 24-yard field goal as the winning kick for Clinton-Massie. And you can see Jesky Zantini and mom and dad, or dad and son embrace there at the last second. We like to see that. We appreciate that. I'm sure he's happy for his son leading a team, especially when they need it at the last minute, all the way down. Coach McSurley giving them a little bit of a pump up there, an appreciation. Nice job, everybody, by Clinton-Massie, by Waverly. They did a fantastic job as they thank their fans. High class over there by Waverly, thanking their fans for a long run.
Man, Waverly has nothing to hang their hat on.
Nothing at all. And Clinton-Massie at this point is down to, it's kind of who's left to play sort of thing. I mean, everybody's hurting at this point.
It's such a, and it's such a now you've narrowed the teams down. You're not going to have any 20 or 30-point blowouts.
No,
not anymore.
Absolutely not.
This is good football. Wow.
Yeah, and our regular cameraman, which is Corey Price, just sent me a text that said, yes, about 20 yeses at the end of it. So we appreciate Cameron Pavey being up here running the camera tonight. We've got Chad Meterspaw down there, Joe Holden at the other end. We appreciate everybody on Campus Nation.
Yes.
I have to say this. I can't help but think this actually is credited to playing Alter at the beginning of the year. Here's why. Because we were down at Alter. I mean, here when we were playing Alter, we were down. And then we got a fumble. We end up turning that game around and winning it. At some point, I guarantee you these players said, we've been here before,
We've been
actually.
here.
We've been here. It's no big deal. Instead of being down, now we're tied even, so it's 28-28. All we got to do is score, we win.
And that's it. And you could see the composure on that last drive to drive it down to 2.8 seconds. Great composure as the Falcons celebrate, and rightfully so. Phenomenal job by them to beat a very good team.
A very, very good Waverly team. All respect to Waverly and their coaches. They did a great job. They had a great game plan. Clinton-Massie just coming out, just a hair ahead of them with that field goal, that 24-yard field goal by Trevor McGinnis at the end of the game. Congratulations to that young man as well.
And that's going to be hard for Waverly to come, put their helmets up, wave, and just give the good job. But all of them are doing it.
He did.
So we give hats off to them. So
They're
where will we
respectful.
be next week? Do we know where we'll be playing? It'll be a neutral field probably?
I have been told already that we can host the final game. We've been told already.
So
that
it'll
we
be
can
here.
Host. It will be here. Clinton-Massie will have the option, and I'm sure our coaches will take the option
why would
to
you
have
not?
home field advantage for the regional finals. That would have to be a change by OHSAA at this point. I've been told that we're able to keep the game here as long as we want it, and we are the highest seed, so whether it's Wyoming or Germantown Valley View that's able to get the win this week, we're going to check that score. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll just give me just a second, EJ, and finish up this
check
conversation.
That out. And as you watch these Massey faithful just congratulating their team, you got to give hats off to the offensive line. As we said earlier, offense and defensive line who played ball tonight. And that offensive line got a push on every play. I mean, Brody Muterspaw, you can't say enough good things. He ended up in the backfield as a defensive tackle. He ended up just playing like a beast on the offensive line. This whole offensive line, they played ball. So proud of this team tonight.
Yeah, Brody Muterspaw, as well as many others, came to play tonight, and that's that senior coming out in him. So real quick, they are in the fourth quarter. Valley View is up 21-14. We don't have a time on that.
We could have a rematch on our hands here.
It looks like Valley View again with it doesn't give me a clock. It just says fourth quarter. So Valley View with the lead. So they may be coming back at this time in order to face the Clinton-Massie Falcons again, who they took out last year. Surprisingly, I didn't think a lot of people saw that coming, including most of the Clinton-Massie staff.
Yeah.
But they were able to win last year here on our field, which is something that doesn't happen a lot.
But we're motivated.
Yeah, I'd say it's
motivated this year.
It almost feels like something special when you have multiple people go down and still have people end up next man up taking the win. So as Clinton-Massie says hi to all their parents and sends appreciation for everybody. Great job by the Clinton-Massie coaching staff. Some adjustments made at the second half. And again, credit to all the players that said, you know what, we've been here before. We're okay. We're just going to do our thing and keep driving down the field.
And you can tell they have been here, and that's playoff mentality. They're not losing composure. They kept their composure. And hats off to Massey tonight and how they played this game.
I'm going to have to ask the coaching staff, and I don't believe this is the case. I believe that Carson had to just convince somebody. But did they hold him? Did they hold him for a minute just to kind of keep him protected and say, we're going to try to win this without you?
Yeah.
But if we
absolutely
need you, we're going to make that call.
Yeah, and we want to think, I probably would go with that too and think that was probably the mindset there. We just pray for his speedy recovery and get him up to, 90, 100% would be great by next week because a Carson Van Hoos that's at 80 or 90%
is better than a
electric.
lot of other running backs. So we appreciate all of you that joined us tonight. Camera Pavey again on our camera up here, and Chad Muterspaw and Joe Holden. EJ, we appreciate you being here all season
what a
as well.
blast.
This has been a fun game to watch, which we did see Clinton-Massie come out on top. 31-28 is your final score in this semifinal of the regional champion or the Region 16 Division 4. Excited to be here. Excited for this game. Unbelievable ending. Trevor McGinnis, all the hats off to him that he could possibly find. We appreciate Clinton-Massie and the grit that was shown here, especially in the fourth quarter. Again, props to Waverly Tigers. Excellent job. This is the expectation that they had to come in and make it a slugfest, and they absolutely did that. So congratulations to them. We wish them well, not only in their basketball season, but next year in football. And I talked to one of their coaches and said, hey, we want to do this every year. We'd love to play you as an out of league opponent. Please put us on your schedule and see if that's an option. So I know that we'll have those conversations soon. So again, from Frank Irelan Field, Clinton-Massie High School. I'm Matt Baker with EJ Lamb signing off saying stay safe out there, people.